as Bellefonte comes in at 3-4, and a team that's kind of been up and down. We're just looking at their scores of some games, Dom, and what they like to do offensively, and just going over some stats. And they're on quarterback number 3. So just coming in, just real quick, on the year, only 3 passing touchdowns and only 9 rush touchdowns and 3 interceptions, I believe, on the year. So. We'll see what Richland has in store for them, but I'm sure they're not coming in as the most confident against the Richland bunch that's coming off some really high-powered games.
Yeah, watching their pregame warm-ups, it kind of looked like that their starting quarterback tonight had a brace on his right arm, almost looked like a cast. I wonder if that affects him throwing the ball, even though they only had 5 attempts last week, so I didn't think that they were going to throw the ball much tonight, but if he has a cast on his arm, that might deplete from 5 to 3. The Rams are probably going to attack that then. If he goes back to pass, they're probably going to go after him. Maybe send a little more pressure, try and get to him quicker, make him make a bad decision. And who knows? Maybe the cast is going to get in the way of throwing the ball. Maybe he'll throw a wobbler.
Yeah, we were watching him warm up a little bit, and he seemed like he had hard. Like he doesn't really bring his arm back a whole lot. Kind of a flat ball, and kind of almost pushes it from his shoulder. But that low ball flight could impact as well. Get some hands up in the air, maybe bat a couple balls down at the line. But it'd be interesting to see. He's a pretty big kid, though. He's got some pretty good size. Quinn Park is his name. He is listed at 6'1" and 180 pounds, so pretty good sized kid.
That's my exact size, Ed. That's
nice.
That's me.
You might be a little heavier after that white pizza you ate there.
I scraped off all the garlic sauce, so I lost all the stuff that would have made me gain weight. I lost it today.
I think he just ate the crust.
he may have. He was scraping a lot of stuff off there.
Dom, we didn't get to do the Coney Islands last week. If anyone was listening to us, we went down there and it was closed.
Yeah. So if anybody is out there and actually wants to pick us up some Coney Island, we are more than welcome to accept those. I like just chili and mustard on mine. So if anybody's out there and is looking to make a Coney Island run, we are more than happy to accept that up here.
And I guess if someone's doing a Coney Island run, I'd like chili, onions, and cheese on my hot dog.
There you go. Brian Schmidt is...
And Dom decided he doesn't like a white pizza. He never knew what it was. And he ordered it today at Permani's. Thank you to Permani's.
You missed the game.
Good meal.
Yeah,
but Dom doesn't like a white pizza.
Yeah, my dad can attest to this. I didn't really read what was on it going into it. I didn't know it was tomatoes. I kind of thought that was just going to say tomato sauce. And I didn't think that there was going to be a lot of spinach on it and a lot of garlic sauce. That's kind of my fault. So I didn't really read the instructions or whatnot. So my dad's probably sitting at home laughing right now like, oh, yeah, I tell you, just read the... He's like, read directions in life because the answers are all in the directions. So he's probably sitting there laughing at me. I didn't really like a white pizza, though. Nothing against Permani's. I think it was just I was expecting it to taste more like tomato sauce, but there was no tomato sauce on it.
There is sauce. That's what the white pizza. It's basically a pizza without the sauce and really a lot of veggies. Some people they'll put broccoli on it. Everybody makes their white pizza a little bit different. Yours was tomato, a lot of garlic, had some basil on there, so I thought it looked delicious, but not for Dom there. But I had their chicken and spinach sandwich, and it's so good.
And after you ordered it, it sounded so good. Yeah. I got it too.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite sandwich there. I do like the Philly cheese bomb is really really good as well.
Yeah, Sponge, I think we missed one game on our pregame picks, so
yeah. So
you just want to start with that?
So Sponge, who do you want in the? Since we're doing this, let's get to make our picks right now. So Sponge, we're going to start with you and your picks, okay?
Okay, there was a game last night, and I hurried and quickly texted you guys.
Yep.
And it was Johnstown versus Penns Valley, and we all picked Johnstown, and Johnstown lost.
Yep.
So we're all 0-1 so far this week.
That's right. But Sponge is in the cellar. We're in week 8 now. And Sponge is in the cellar. I'm in solid third, and then we have a tie. I think the first place between Brian and Dom. So it's a big week.
Coming out of the cellar this week.
All right, so Sponge, we're going to go. First game is going to be Central Cambria.
I'm going to go. This is at Central Cambria, but I'm going to take Central.
Yeah, I took the same. I'm picking Central in this one. I just have a belief that Central team is better than what they're playing, so I'm going Central.
Yeah, I'm going to take Central for this game as well.
I'm actually going to take Central Cambria in this game at home.
All right, so Central. And then we have Bald Eagle at Westmont.
Well, I don't think Westmont's winning a game this year, so I took Bald Eagle.
Yeah, that's pretty easy for me, Bald Eagle in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to take Bald Eagle as well.
And I'm taking Bald Eagle as well.
All right, and then we have, I think this is going to be a very good game. It's actually the Friday Night Rivals game. We have Bishop Guilfoyle at Forest Hills.
I like Guilfoyle in this one. I'm going to go the Marauders.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm also taking the Marauders as well.
Like we've all mentioned in past weeks, I was very impressed with Bishop Guilfoyle. And I'm not going to lie, I was a little disappointed in Forest Hills. Maybe they just had a down game against us, but for that reason, I'm going to take Bishop Guilfoyle.
And I also picked Bishop Guilfoyle, but I just want to point out the last time there was a big game at Forest Hills and we all took the visitor, we all lost that game.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. All right, and here's a killer for me. I mean, it's always a killer for me. Bellwood to Chestnut Ridge.
I'm going to go with Bellwood. I need to make up some ground here. I didn't take the home team. I went with Bellwood.
Yeah, I took Bellwood too. I don't know why I do it to myself, but I took Bellwood in this one.
Yeah, if we go down, we're going down together this weekend. I'm on the Bellwood train.
Yeah, and I took Bellwood. I almost should take Ridge because Eddie took Bellwood.
I know. That would be conventional wisdom would tell you to do just that.
I think they're 3-4, and Ed is 0-7.
I think you're exactly right. All right, Huntington and Bedford.
Bedford has its struggles this year, so I'm going with Huntington.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I think Bedford's on it down. We'll see them here next week, but I'm going to take Huntington in this one as well.
Huntington's been playing some really good ball this year, so I'm gonna stick with Huntington for this game.
Yeah, I look for Huntington to have a big bounce back week.
Yeah, they had a tough loss last week, which kind of shocked me. I thought for sure that's what we're probably heading for the crossover game, and now it kind of threw a monkey wrench and all that with Huntington going down last week. So I look for them to rebound as well. Tyrone, Penn Cambria.
This is where I'm going to try to go with a little bit of an upset. I'm going with Tyrone.
All right, I'm gonna take Penn Cambria. I was very impressed with them in our scrimmage, so I'm taking Penn Cambria.
Yeah, they ran the ball really well, had a really good offensive line. So for that reason, I think they're just going to run the ball all over Tyrone tonight.
And I took Penn Cambria. I think they're a little more of a consistent team than Tyrone. Seems to be a little up and down.
All right, Clearfield, Somerset.
Clearfield, easily.
Yeah, I'm taking Clearfield in this one as well.
Yeah, we saw Somerset here last week, or 2 weeks ago, that was. Oh, wow, season's flying by, man. Yeah, so...
You took Somerset, man.
Oh, I did?
Yes, you did, buddy.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Yeah, I like that take.
No, you know what? Taking Somerset.
I'm fine with that.
There we go.
Somerset did lose me a game a week or two ago, though. I picked against everyone.
All right.
And I took Clearfield.
All right, and then we have McCourt Carroll and Phillipsburg Osceola.
I think Phillipsburg makes it close. I don't know why. I just feel like they'll hang in there, but I think McCourt wins it in the end.
I'm the same. I was very impressed with McCourt Carroll, so I'm going with them in this one as well.
Yeah, I'm on the same train as you two.
And McCourt as well.
All right, and this one we're going to go score in this game. We all have Richland winning this game here against Bellefonte. I'm going to take Richland 54-7. I think Richland's just going to have a big game.
I believe I have the Rams 42-6.
Yeah, 35-6.
35-6. Yep. There we go.
What I take? I think I have the Rams 35-7. Yep.
It's like playing Price is Right. Tom's just going to go one higher.
No, I said that at dinner. Yeah. I said that at dinner tonight.
And I'm gonna take the Rams 34-13.
Oh, Phil O'Brien. Okay, giving Bellefonte a couple of touchdowns there. And it is Salute to Heroes night here at Richland. And Sponge, for the first time, it's really chilly down there. A lot of wind. Yep.
Cold tonight.
Yeah.
I'm waiting because I have my Salute to Heroes shirt on. But as soon as this pregame ends, the sweatshirt and then maybe even the tassel cap are going on tonight.
Yeah, I think that's a smart call.
It's pretty windy. The wind is blowing left to right as you see it on your screen tonight.
Yeah, it's probably a good 15, 20 mile an hour. I played golf in it this morning, and I couldn't feel my hands whatsoever. Thank goodness we only played 9 holes because I don't think I could have held the. I didn't even know I was holding the golf club for that matter.
You should have just worked, Ed.
That probably would have been a better idea, but actually, no, Sponge. I think anytime I don't have to go to work is a good day.
Yeah, I got
bad day in a golf course is better than a good day at work.
No question about it.
I have an orange sports drink up here, and it's staying pretty cold. Actually, it's nice and chilly.
I think it's got some ice in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be refreshing though throughout the night for sure.
Has water here from last time up, but 2 weeks ago, and it's still perfect. Yeah, nice and chilled, and it's in great shape.
So, Sponge, did you recover from the slowpoke driver incident?
Yes, you caught me in a what's that called? Driver's rage?
Road rage.
Road rage.
Yeah, a little road rage going on. Yeah.
Well, we were on our way to the volleyball game, and I didn't want to get Connor there late because he wanted to go see his girlfriend, Kenna.
All right, so as the Richland band comes on, we'll go ahead and step aside as the national anthem is going to be played and the Richland alma mater. So we'll step aside and get you all set for tonight's game. Richland against the Bellefonte Red Raiders. Back with you shortly. You're listening to the Richland Ram Football Network.
Conditions exist that require the field to be evacuated at any time during this. Playing the national anthem.
Welcome to Richland High School football. We are the Richland Football Network here on a chilly but nice night here at Hurlinger Field as the Richland Rams, who sit at 6-1, take on the 3-4 Bellefonte Red Raiders. I'm going to get that Bellefonte and Bellwood screwed up all night long. Just keep me in check, boys, okay? But it is a great night again. Just a little bit chillier. We have some wind, but should be a good game as we don't typically see a team like Bellefonte in all the years. It's nice to see the other side of the draw and have a team like Bellefonte come. And Dom, maybe you can answer this question. So Bellefonte obviously had a long drive to get here, and I'm sure you've done some long drives. How does that affect you getting off the bus and playing a football game after like an hour and a half, 2 hour ride?
Yeah, I know a lot of coaches really kind of harp on you don't want to sleep too close to game time. So when they're getting off the bus, you kind of want to wake up 20 minutes before, make sure you got energy coming off the bus. A Richland rule is that you're always silent on the way to and from games. No talking, no messing around. Focusing on what you're there to do, and obviously that's play football. But this is a long bus ride, so I think it's kind of hard to stay focused the whole way here. It's going to be hard to stay focused all pregame. I think that's probably going to have a little bit of an effect on the Red Raiders coming into tonight's game. Obviously, the Rams are a really solid team, so you have to stay focused, but I think that's going to be something that comes back to bite them, is that long bus drive on the way here.
Yeah, and Brian, we talked about this, you as a referee. We were talking about cold weather and how does it affect you. And you said once you get running around, you don't feel like, I'm sure the players probably pretty much feel the same way. It's probably a little chilly, but once you get moving out there, probably doesn't affect you as much.
Yeah, the cold doesn't seem to, and even, a little bit of rain. But what will affect the team's passing game is what's going on the field right now, and that is wind.
Yeah, you got some pretty heavy wind, probably about a good 20-mile-an-hour wind up here, which is usually the norm at Hurlinger Field. It might not be windy anywhere else, but it's always windy here, almost the same as it was when we used to play baseball there over at Highland Park. It was the same way. Always windy at Highland Park, I thought.
Yeah, there's a pretty steady wind towards the scoreboard tonight. I wonder if that's going to affect Richland's passing game at all. Thrown into the wind, obviously you don't want to be taking any deep shots. Throw the ball up there into the wind tunnel and have it slow down, give the defender a chance. Richland's receivers are obviously very fast. You want to lead them with the ball, so that's just going to make it way tougher for Regan to put it out in front of him and let him run under it.
Well, Sponge had a good point, though. Jake Regan did play a pretty windy game not too long ago, sometime last year, I believe. Well, he cut that ball right through the wind, Sponge.
Yeah, I believe so. I didn't hear you guys. I had my headset off.
You're just getting warm down there. You're putting on the layers.
I was talking to two graduates. Stone Mangus is back in the house.
Ah, nice.
I told him to come up and see you guys.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Austin Yarnick.
Yeah, we see him. Looks like Stone's taking a seat. Maybe he'll come up and see us at half. I believe he was at the McCourt game as well, right?
He was. He came in at the McCourt game, said hey, and always good to see Stone. Looks good. He's doesn't look like he's put on the freshman 15 quite yet. Just give him a little bit of time, and
not yet.
Yeah.
He said when it gets cold, he'll go up and see you.
He should be up here now, as far as I'm concerned. That's freezing out there. I struggle with the cold now. All of a sudden, I just don't like it.
Yeah. After my SAT on Saturday, we went up to IUP. I went with my mom, my girlfriend, and my girlfriend's mom, and we ate at a dining hall. And boy, a freshman 15 would be very, very, very easy. The food there, it was real food. It was good food. There was a lot of food. Yeah. So much variety. IUP has to have some of the best dining halls for PSAC schools. It was really good food. So shout out to IUP's dining halls.
There you go. When I went to Pitt, my problem was I lived in an apartment off campus down by McGee Women's Hospital, and on the way home, there was an Arby's, and right next to Arby's was a pizza place, and you could get, the deal was, it was like, I'm not kidding, it was like $5.99 for like an 18-inch large pizza and a 2-liter bottle of soda for $5.99. So I was eating either Arby's or that pizza place just about every night. Yeah, boy, even though you're walking around Pitt's campus all the time.
Yeah, I had a 9-inch.
That really come on pretty quick.
I had a 9-inch pizza for dinner, and that was a lot of food. So I can only imagine how much food that would be. Not to mention a 2-liter bottle of soda on top of it.
Yeah. All right, so once again, we are the Richland Football Network. I'm Ed DiMartino, along with Dom Shank, Brian Schmidt, and Brian the Sponge Bread on the field. This is Salute to Heroes Night, so we want to give our salute to all our first responders, all those in the military. We want to thank them for everything they do to keep our community safe and keep all of us safe. So we'll give a big shout out from our booth to you guys. Thank you so much for all that you do. And these uniforms are pretty cool that Richland's going to be wearing tonight. I always enjoy them. They look really sharp. Yeah,
the grays tonight, Yep. They're really nice. Shout out to the Richland Booster for those, I believe.
Yeah, Richland Football Boosters do a great job. Great job along with all our sponsors. We'll get to those as the game goes on, but we can't do what we do without both of those organizations, and we thank them so much.
Yeah, can we point out the size of the flag that Bellefonte has on the foig right now?
Yeah, it's a pretty huge
that flag is
flag.
Ginormous.
Yeah, it's massive. It's almost like the one that's on top of the incline plane there. It looks like it's pretty big.
I mean, that's got to be 10. That's got to be 10 feet.
Oh, easily.
Oh, it's more than that. It's almost 10 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a big flag.
Oh, yeah, it's like 15 feet ish.
Yeah.
I'd like to see how they get this up and waving around.
Well, I don't think that'll be an issue in the wind tonight.
Just hope it doesn't take the kids along with it.
Yeah.
Put it up in the air, we can see some bodies rolling.
Yeah.
Well, they have to have a flag that long. Bellefonte's not a short name.
You're exactly right. That's a good point.
I spelled Bellefonte so many times in preparation for this game that I think that Bellefonte is programmed into my head probably for the rest of my life.
And actually, the flag just says Raiders on it, so there you go. But Bellefonte running out onto the field. They're dressed in their all-white uniforms. Look pretty sharp. The Raider flag leading them out.
I got a little mixed up with the colors when I was making our sheets. I didn't know what to go with. Black and red, is that?
Yeah, you did good. It's black and red. Yeah, it's fantastic. They are the Red Raiders.
Along with black and red, along with 40 other schools.
It's a very popular
in the Tri-County area.
Very popular color.
Yeah, and Sponge is down on the field. He's having a lengthy conversation down there.
I wonder if he's talking to himself. No, he's talking with the head referee, John Daly, tonight. And just speaking real quickly, I want to give our condolences to John, who unfortunately lost his son in his battle to cancer after an 18-month battle. So heavy hearts here tonight, I'm sure, with John and the rest of the crew. And our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family as they go through just a very difficult time for him. But it's good to get him back on the field, get his mind back to a little bit of normalcy anyway for what's been going on for the last 2 years of his life. So my thoughts and prayers with him and his family.
Yeah, I echo that sentiment, Ed. You couldn't have said that better.
And I'm sure we're going to have a little program that's going to go on here for Salute to Heroes in a little bit, as Richland's not even Richland's coming out now as they're getting to run through the tunnel, all lined by the Richland band and the cheerleaders.
Yeah, it gets nice and warm in that tunnel there when everyone's all packed together, and then as soon as they spread and run out of the tunnel, it gets nice and cool.
Yeah.
You get into the nice wind tunnel that Hurlinger Field has to offer.
All right, and here they come. Here come the Richland Rams out onto the field, led by the American flag and the Richland flag and the pancake flag.
Like we were preaching on last week, Joey Ragno won Reckless Rams, so he's carrying out the American flag tonight. Good job, Joey.
Yeah, Joey had one heck of a football game last week. I think Brian, like you said, he had something like 20 tackles. I mean, he was 12 tackles. He's a monster last week. He just played an absolutely insane game on defense for the Richland Rams.
He was so close to that fumble recovery for a touchdown as well.
Yeah, he was.
He was one tackle away from a scoop and score.
Yeah, and he was walking to the sidelines with his hands on his head like he did something wrong.
Yeah, I was talking to Joey this week. He seemed a little sad or a little upset that we picked Brody for our... but Brody was very deserving. He held a bunch of tackles last week. He had a great game. It was really hard to pick between the two.
Yeah, well, Joey Ragno's going to have that little conversation with Sponge because you and I were actually we were on the we were on the Joe Ragno train. But you can't fault it. Brody Hollis did have a fantastic game as well.
Yeah, and he's been playing well all year. Kind of gone under the shade a little bit.
It's a little unsung. Those offensive linemen, defensive linemen sometimes don't get the credit they deserve and go unnoticed. So yeah, Brody Hollis very, very deserving of that.
So, guys, John Daly was telling me that I could come out and listen to the coin flip if you guys want me to do that.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I think John gives a great speech to the captains on the field. It's definitely worth a listen. I've been out there when he's done it, and it's actually very, very cool. So as it brings the captains out.
Do you want me to say it?
Brian can do it as well, yeah.
He's going to say the PIAA requires all registered sports officials to enforce the sportsmanship rules for coaches and contestants.
There you go.
Yada, yada, yada. He might have already done that at the 6:30 meeting with the coaches.
South Carolina. He then went on to the School of Infantry.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Completed those in the end of January of 2004 and was stationed in Cambridge, North Carolina.
Before he gets going, our main man Dave Bebler is out there with the Rams tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, I want to congratulate you guys on being named captains for tonight's contest. With that comes a responsibility. If we have any issues out here this evening, I expect you guys to clean it up for us. If not, we got to step in and do that. It won't end well if we do. So please play hard, stop on the whistles, and show sportsmanship. We'll be fine tonight. Let's recap the coin toss. Bellefonte has won the toss and elected to receive, and Richland's going to kick away from the scoreboard. I'm sorry, towards the scoreboard. So I'd like Richland to line up here. Bellefonte to line up over there.
So very interesting. Bellefonte won the toss and decided to receive and not defer.
That's the first time this year, I believe.
Yeah, that's the first time that's happened this year.
I actually like that if you're an underdog, trying to, maybe catch lightning in a bottle on that first drive and, get yourself in the game.
Hey, Dave, getting a little love there on the field. Dave does a great job for us. We're going to give him a big shout out, too. He just made our life so much easier as we don't have to carry all the equipment around like we used to. Dave sets it up. He's drilled holes so we don't have cords out everywhere, and just does a tremendous job getting us ready. We pretty much just have to show up, and we're good to go. So thank you, Dave, and all that you do, and all his technology that he knows that how to get everything up and running. If there's a problem, Dave is here in 2 seconds getting it fixed up for us so we can get this out to you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Dave does a great job. He does all the behind the scenes, so I would just like to say thank you, Dave. And I'd like to point out that the Rams decided to kick into the wind to start the game, trying to take advantage of that. I like that decision. Mitch Timzik also has obviously been kicking the ball great this year, but that wind is going to make a huge difference here. I think that's going to give him an opportunity to put one in the end zone, start the game, start Bellefonte in not great field position, and the Rams defense is going to walk out there and get a big stop.
All right, so Mitchell Timsick is going to come on and kick it away for the Richland Rams back deep for the Bellefonte Red Raiders. I believe it's I'm trying to catch it, number 28, Jackson Long, and number 3, Isaac Gall. And we'll see what Mitchell Timsick decides to do here. A lot of times they've been trying to pooch this ball inside the 20-yard line, catch that little seam. But as you said, Dom, with that wind at your back, you can really put your leg in this one and see if you can just get it to go into the end zone.
How's that go? Tee it high and let it fly.
That's right, tee it high and let it fly. Except if I tee it high, I just pop it right up straight in the air. That doesn't work for me. But it is funny, those long drive guys, that's what they do. That ball is teed so high.
Rams are going to take a huge blow on special teams and offense and defense this week. Alex Bond is out. He went down last week, came back out on crutches. I think he's doing better, though. We send our wishes to Alex. Hope he's recovering fast. And whatever it is, hopefully it's nothing too serious. Have him back here in a week or two.
Yeah, it seems like all signs are pointing to him having a nice quick recovery. So very happy to hear that for Alex. But he's got to take his time, make sure he's right when he comes back. All right, and we're just about ready to go here from Hurlinger Field as Mitchell Timsick puts his foot in the ball. It's going to be a short kick, hit right around the 20-yard line, bounces high in the air. Bellefonte sprints out to the right and taken down just shy of the 30-yard line, maybe at the 30-yard line goes number 28, Jackson Long, and that's where Bellefonte will take over, first down and 10.
Yeah, still pretty good start for the Rams there. Keep them inside the 30. Marching the 70-yard drive in the wind, or with the wind against you in the cold, is a tough task.
And it was a nice job by Long because the ball bounced up high in the air. He did a good job going out, make sure he got his hands on it. Just a 10-yard return. And here come Bellefonte Red Raiders, led by Quinn Park, who will go into the shotgun on first down. Drops back to throw, pushes this one out to his right. Able to shed a tackle is the receiver. I believe that's number 6?
Yeah, number 6, I believe.
Number 6, that is Ashton Howell.
I was preaching so much on them not throwing the ball much during pregame, and obviously the first play they come out and throw a quick little pass.
And a nice 8-yard pickup, so second down and 2, just underway here from Hurlinger Field. As Bellefonte won the toss and decided to take the ball. Park will go into shotgun again. And he will hand this one off. They'll try off a left tackle. I think it's enough for a first down, I believe. They've got to get to the 40-yard line. We'll see where they spot this. It may be just a bit short. It is. It's going to be a yard short.
Good stop by the Rams.
Yeah, I believe that was Kayvon Smith-Kirk was the ball carrier, their leading rusher on the year. So third down and 1. And now Nate Pugh is credited with the tackle. Into the shotgun again on third and 1 goes Park. Park puts it down, has to see up the middle. He is going to be possibly gone. He may be. Find a big hole up the middle, and Park goes into the end zone. It's a long touchdown run for the Bellefonte Red Raiders. This is a little shock. Brian, you said it, catch a little lightning on the bottle. Take that ball first. And on a third and 1, he just dropped back and ran straight up the gut and found a big seam right down the middle of the field and takes it into the end zone for a long scoring run by the Bellefonte Red Raiders.
Yeah, 61 yards.
Wow, I did not expect that. Rams pulled their free safety down on the number 2 receiver on the left side. Sent both defensive edges, and there was just no one back there. Magaro and Christian did a good job trying to chase him down. They just weren't fast enough.
All right, that kick is up, and it is good. The kicker is very, very big, by the way. Number 77, William Oskin, 6 foot 215, and what we saw him kicking in a warm-up, boy, he can really boot it. He put that one easily through the uprights. So 7-0 your score with 11:03 in the first quarter. Richland got a little stung there by the run. That's only the 10th rushing touchdown of the year by Bellefonte, but great job by Park and a great play call. Caught Richland napping.
I would just like to point out that Sponge's score prediction's already out.
It's ready. I think I'm out too. I think I said 6.
I think you're misreading it. Didn't I say 6?
You said
said 6.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I had 54-7. I'm still alive. My setting
am as
score is
well.
still good. So, I thought the extra point was good. He missed it. Maybe I missed that call.
Oh,
Then we
I
have
thought
6
that.
on the
Yeah,
board.
I thought it was good too.
Never mind, Sponge, you're in.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but they only have 6 up on the board so far. Maybe you can clarify that, Sponge. Was the extra point good, not good?
No good.
No good. All right, so no good. So it is 6-0 only. He's Dom. Yard line. Spot this 48.
I noticed the teams having press coverage and then pushing back. I wonder if they have that on film or if that's just something they do against the Rams. That Forest Hills. They're going to that question on that receiver side. I think Coach Bailey's going to see that and want to run a quick little hitter pass, give his playmakers a go, let them play.
5 first down and 10-20 remaining here in the first quarter. Richland down 6-0. And Jake was gonna throw the pass and thought better of it. Slides to the 50-yard line, picks up 2 yards. I think he was looking for that quick pass. So good job by Jake. That ball. And a quick push forward. Third down. Throw goes Regan.
Arnold.
So way enough for a first down. He's at the 25-yard line of Bellefonte. So Richland on the move. And so far a lot. in the end zone. Regan pushes his head down, and we'll get to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a second down and goal from the 2.
Number 9, Jake Regan on the keep, picks up 3, brings up a Richland, second and goal from their 2-yard line.
All right, second down and goal.
Mala quarterback.
Yep. And we know what Mala's going to do. This is just going to be him straight ahead, I would believe. Mala will go off right now, wide open, just walks right in, untouched. It's a Richland Ram touchdown. Grayson Mala from 2 yards out. And we have a tie game pending the extra point.
Sorry I was out on that last drive. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties. Thanks to Dave coming up here, and I think we got it fixed. You good, Dave? All right. So we should be good. No more mishaps for the rest of the night. We apologize.
All right, so Mala puts the Rams in a 6-6 tie. Mitchell Timsick on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. So Richland will go up 7-6 in this ball game now. Just to recap the scoring real quick, Bellefonte won the toss, took possession of the football. They had a 3rd and 1 at their own 39-yard line, and Park went into the shotgun, dropped back to pass, and just ran straight up the gut. There wasn't a Richland Ram defender in sight. He took it all the way 61 yards into the end zone. Richland took the kickoff at their own 35-yard line, drove it all the way down to the field. So the 65-yard scoring drive by the Richland Rams ended up in a 2-yard Grayson Mala plunge. With the extra point gets a 7-6 your score, Richland. As Mitchell Timsick on to kick it off again for the Richland Rams. Back deep, Jackson Long. And number 3, Isaac Gall for the Red Raiders.
He should, because I'm good. Just I don't know if I can put. How did I do comments on him?
All right, getting ready to set for the kickoff here.
97, Mitchell Timsick. Number 3, Isaac Gall, and number 20, Bryson.
And I think they having trouble with the ball staying on the tee, or just they needed a ball. They needed a ball. There we go. So Mitchell Timsick ready to go now. Tried the pooch kick the last time, worked pretty well. And the ball is off of the tee. This may be one of those nights where you need a holder. There's a pretty steady wind going. And that's exactly what they'll do. So Tom, did you ever get to hold the ball at all and have to hold it on one of those things?
At the end of last year, I was the backup holder for PATs.
Little scary?
Very.
Yeah.
I trusted Noah, though. Noah and Mitch did a great job. 2 very, very solid kickers, so I was never too worried.
All right, Timsick going to put this one high. Going to bounce at about the 20-yard line again. Picked up right around the 15. Off the left side goes the Bellefonte Red Raiders. They'll start the ball this drive again right around the 30-yard line. It'll be first down and 10.
That took a really good bounce, a nice low one right into the knee. Made him hesitate for a second. The Rams did a good job covering that.
They're going to spot his ball at the 29-yard line, first down and 10, Bellefonte.
A little bit of deja vu.
Yep. Yeah, it's deja vu all over again.
The old Yogi Berra quote.
I love it. I know. This guy always cracked me up. All right, Park will go into the shotgun. He has a long 61-yard touchdown run on the last drive. And this will be a handoff off of the left side as Richland makes the stop right around the, looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 31-yard line, so about a 2-yard gain. Second down and 8 upcoming.
Boy, the ball came out and rolled right to a Richland player, but I don't know. They must have called him down.
Yeah, they must have blew the whistle and said he was down. So we're at 6:20 now remaining here in the first quarter. 7-6 your score, Richland leading. As Park will go back into the shotgun here. And Park will fake the handoff, rolls out, getting a lot of pressure, and Joe McEnany got the arm.
Ooh, did that
Park.
get to the line of scrimmage?
But I don't know if he hit his arm, though. I think I think Joe Mack got a piece of the arm.
That'll.
Yeah, they're calling
there's the flag.
There it is.
Oh, see, I thought Joe Mack maybe got a bit of the arm. Maybe he didn't. So it'll be a...
I thought that Joe Mack got a piece of it
I
just
did
because
too.
of how the ball came out, or how the ball was spinning when it came out of bounds. It was almost like a helicopter.
I think Joe Mack got a piece of him, but not the arm, the bulk.
All right, so loss of down.
Yeah, the ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage, which
right.
it needs to. Out of bounds or inbounds, it doesn't matter, but
So intentional grounding called on Park as Joe Mack was putting the heat on him as he rolled out to his right. So this is going to bring the ball way, way back. So it's going to be third down and a very long way to go. Have to get to the 29-yard line, ball all the way back to the 9. So third down and 20. Park back in the shotgun, going to try himself, rolls out to the left, taken down from behind. It's a sack on the play. Joe McEnany this time was not going to be denied a sack. And takes
Joe Mack with the
Park
sack attack. There's number 1.
yeah. I noticed Bellefonte's punter has a pretty good punt average, almost 40 yards, but he's kicking into a very stiff wind.
Yeah, it's right, absolutely a pretty brutal wind, and we see where Jameer Christian sets himself out there.
It is blowing right to left for people watching on TV.
Yeah, the punter in the end zone, and Jameer Christian right around the 31-yard line.
Ooh.
Pretty decent punt. Jameer's going to let it go. I think it's a smart play, but it does take a good Bellefonte bounce. I think Jameer made the right call there, not taking a chance. Richland's still going to have his ball in Bellefonte territory, right at about the 43-yard line.
The defensive line almost got to that and blocked it. That would have been a huge play.
Yep. It's a pretty good punt, though, given the circumstances in that wind. From his own end zone, 43-yard punt ends up being.
Yeah, that was just kind of a catch, drop, kick.
Yep.
Didn't really even get a step into that before the Rams were right in his face. A good job, though. Get it away, got a nice spiral, and got a really good bounce.
All right, so Jake Regan will bring the Richland Rams out on their second possession of the game. They lead 7-6 with 5:19 remaining, and I think Jameer Christian left just a little bit early as he's already halfway down the field.
It looks like he had a go ball. He was maybe a little bit excited.
He got very excited. He just took off. Yeah, just a little bit of a false start there by Jameer. All right, so ball back to the 48. First down and 15 now come the Richland Rams. As Mala is in the backfield here with Jake Regan. Regan in the shotgun. Regan back to throw. Regan down the field. Has Jameer Christian, but just thrown a little too far. Had Jameer open and just threw it just a little too far.
That's why he's so excited on that play.
Yeah, they stuck with it.
He had a step on him, too.
He was gone. Yep, definitely had a clear step. Second down and 15 off the
I don't
pass.
think Jake accounted for the wind. The wind carried that pretty far.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's going to be a constant battle.
That's probably not going to be the last time tonight they take that shot downfield.
All right, second down and 15. They'll inside little trap draw to Grayson Mallow, who has a big hole. Grayson Mallow has a first down and more all the way down to the 26-yard line of Bellefonte.
Yeah, but I do think if you're going to see shots down the field, it's going to be while the teams are moving in the direction Richland's moving.
Yeah, I agree. But sometimes that ball is going to sail, and that's what you got to account for. First down and 10. 4:54 remaining here in the first quarter. Richland up 7-6 on the move to the 26-yard line of Bellefonte. Joe McEnany will go in motion to the right side of the line. Grayson Malla behind Jake Regan. Regan into the gut of Malla. And a good job there by the defensive front of Bellefonte. Holds Malla to maybe a yard, maybe no gain. They're going to call it no gain. So second down and 10.
Looks like they were ready for that one. Everyone kind of flowed right to the ball there.
Got to keep it a little bit honest, though. Bellefonte did a good job.
Do you think that's the setup for a play here?
Very well could be. Back to throw. Regan looking again. Looking for Jameer Christian again and again. He's open and just sails it over his head. So, but again, Jameer had a step or two on his man. It'll bring up third down and 10. I like to see Richland go back to those quick hitters again.
The good thing, though, is that you only need a couple more yards here with the wind at your back for Mitch Timsick to be in field goal range and hit a chip shot for 3.
This would be about a 43-yard field goal if he tried it now. And I don't think, not sure how comfortable Richland Rims will be with that. Handoff again. Great job by Bellefonte. Great penetration. The loss on the play. Actually, maybe just no gain again. Put it back to 26, fourth down and 10. So Bellefonte comes up big on 2 runs, and Jake Regan missed Jameer Christian again with just a pass that got away from him.
Looks like they're going for it.
Yeah,
No
third
field
down.
goal.
Yeah, fourth down and 11 it's going to be. It was a yard loss on the play.
Wonder if they'll take a shot with over at Arnold's side this time.
Bellefonte showing blitz. Here they come. Regan throws this one, looking for Jameer Christian over the middle. And it'll
Pass interference.
It's going to pass interference, yep. Jameer shot across the middle of the field, and
Boy, we got lucky on that one. I didn't see the interference, but we'll take it.
yeah, I think he got a handle on him as Jameer came in the middle of the field.
Looks like there was kind of a cross up there. Joe Mack down the seam, Jameer down the numbers. It looks like the ball went right between the two of them, so I don't know who was the intended receiver there.
So pass interference.
Yeah, I think it was intended for Joe Mack, and Jameer was cutting over, and he ran into the Bellefonte player.
That's a call. Defensive pass interference on Bellefonte. It will give Richland a first down.
That's a crucial mistake.
That's a huge mistake for sure. That would have been a turnover on downs. Bellefonte would have had it at their own 27-yard line. Instead, it's a Richland Ram first down.
And they still have another chance to get a first down if they get inside the 4.
Yep. 3:57 remaining here in the first quarter. Richland up 7-6. And the ball is at the 14-yard line of the Bellefonte Red Raiders. Jameer Christian to the left. Arnold McGarrett to the right. Grayson Malla in the backfield. Jake Regan in the shotgun. Regan into the gut of Malla. And again, great penetration by Bellefonte as they are getting into the backfield. That's that big number 50. We talked to him. He's a pretty big guy.
6'4", 235. Yeah, that's a big boy.
Yeah, Logan Rarick looked very, very big on the field. I decided not to stand next to him.
He's beating him off the edge there. He's the line defensive end.
Yep. Hey, he's doing a great job. Got right in the backfield again. Loss on the play. Second down and 11 from the 15 now. And they get the freeze play to work, and Rarick jumps, so they got him jumping. That'd be a 5-yard pickup now.
Jameer's got the single coverage and looks all night, and they're doubling over on Arnold. That's why they keep going.
That's why we keep going, and absolutely. And really, Jameer's had his step just about every time, so.
Yeah, that's bound to work eventually.
Yes, right, and really, it's just, I think the ball is maybe just with that wind is just sailing on Jake Regan just a little bit. So something he'll have to sort of adjust to. Second down and 5 now for the Richland Rams at the 10-yard line of the Red Raiders. Bellefonte switching their defensive front all across the line. Regan, Malla out to the right side. Malla looking for the stick, and Malla goes into the end zone as a touchdown. Richland Rams! Grayson Mallow with his second touchdown run of the night.
He wants that chain, Sponge.
10-yard run for Grayson Mallow.
I think he wants it back.
Grayson Mallow on the 10-yard carry. Punches it in. Launches attempt extra point, number 97.
Yeah, he definitely wants that chain back. As Mitch Timsick on to attempt the extra point. Jake Regan is your holder. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. And Mitchell Timsick going to put this one through, so Richland goes up 14-6 with 3:15 remaining in the first quarter. And with that, we'll read down our sponsors list for the 2025 season. Thank you to one and all. So thank you, First Summit Bank, First Team Advertising, Able Pest Control, Advanced Office Systems, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape and Curbing, DB Homes, Beeline Express Trucking, Beauty Lawn, Best Window and Door Company, Cardellino Eye Care, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, The Willow, FWF Insurance, Erie Insurance, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Johnstown Insider, Next Gen Amusements, Moore Family Dentistry, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Laurel Auto Group, RPM Signs, State Senator Wayne Lagerholtz, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Vantage Physical Therapy, Flair Country, RNDT, Market Basket, Mahalco's, and Grayson Lawn Care. All right, so Timsick coming out to kick it off again. Richland leads this one 14-6 now. 3:15 remaining in the first quarter. Back deep for the Red Raiders is number 3, Isaac Gall, and number 28, Jackson Long. And Timsick's been kind of pushing this one right between right around the 20-yard line is where he's looking to aim this ball. He's worked out the first 2 times.
Looks like they're going to try and just have the ball hold up on its own. I don't know if that's going to work out, though.
Yeah, unless it will blow over, they're going to try it this way. If it blows over again, then they'll put the holder out there. Right now on the TOK.
Might try and kick this one quick before it blows off the tee.
It would almost be like the old Charlie Browns with Lucy holding the football. All right, Timsick puts this one. A little more of a line drive. Picked up right around the 15-yard line. Taking down that left side. Good return over the 35. The ball might have came out.
Rams are pointing
Rams
that way.
Are pointing. And
that's Richland ball.
So Jackson Long put that ball on the ground. Good job by the Richland Rams to knock it out. Not sure which Richland Ram knocked it out and which one picked it up, but Richland has the football.
Well, everybody seems to be giving Isaac Anke a high five.
There you go. So Isaac Anthony able probably to jump on that fumble. Either he caused it, maybe he did both. So good special teams play by the Rams. They have the ball at the 39-yard line of Bellefonte. Score 14-6, 3:07 remaining in the first quarter. Richland coming off a 10-yard run by Grayson Malla. And go right back to offense. Jake Regan rolls out to his left, has a man. And that is Jameer Christian on the sideline. Well, has the reception right around the 31.
Yeah, they're just going to keep going back to Jameer. Yeah, he's been the most reliable guy all year.
Yep. And a nice pickup of 8, so second down and 2. Now Nate Pugh on the left side. 3 wide receivers to the right. Regan rolls out to his right side. Regan throws, has a man, and just couldn't quite be caught. The ball might have been thrown just a little short. Was looking for Jameer Christian.
They might have to go back to that because Arnold was wide open deep.
Yeah, it's probably something they'll definitely go back to. They'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Definitely 2-down territory once again for the Richland Rams, so no fear here.
Yeah, good idea to take that shot on 2nd down. You only have 2 to reset the chains.
Here's that same set. And again, Bellefonte jump, but there no flag thrown. Able to get back in time. Mallow now will set to the left side, or that's McEnany, or is that the?
I think that's McEnany.
Yeah, it was set to the left side. Almost a bad exchange there as McEnany dives forward to the 30. They'll bring up 4th down and 1. Bad exchange there, almost a drop by McEnany.
That was a bit of a high snap. It looked like our center was trying to call out something when Jake called for the ball. It kind of caught him off guard.
Jake Smith now checking into the game.
Going to a heavy formation here.
Very,
Only
very
need a
heavy.
yard.
Yeah, very, very heavy. 4th down and 1. And there's that big shift by the entire line of the Richland Ram offense. Bellefonte resets. 4th down and 1. Richland may have moved a little bit early. I thought Tresnicki may have moved a little bit early, but no flag out, and Richland has a 1st down. I thought Tresnicki was moving a little bit early there. Did you not see that, Ryan?
Yeah, he out on the wing.
Yeah.
That might have been close to a legal motion, actually.
Yeah, he was moving before that snap, moving forward, but not caught, and Richland then picks up a 1st down.
Yeah, I like this idea. Go right back to it. You got 4 or 5 yards in the last play.
Yeah, Mala going to the Wildcat. And again, but just good inside penetration by Bellefonte.
That was number 50 again.
Maybe a yard pickup to the 25. They'll give him the 24. So 2nd down and 8. Give Mala 2. And that's a good hard running 2 yards because Bellefonte was right in the backfield. As Joe McEnany now will be running back. 3 wide receivers to the right. Arnold McGarway here on the left. They're putting that safety back to that side. Shading towards Arnold. Regan over the middle. Oh, just off the hands. He had a man on the little slant. Was that Jackson Fitel?
Jake Regan's pass intended for number 5, Jackson Fitel.
Jackson just couldn't quite hold on to it.
This is the first time all year I've seen some high snaps from our center, and I don't know if the wind is
Yeah, it's kind of
pushing them up.
Timing. Yep. So
You think maybe the cold has something to do with it also?
All right, 3rd down and 8. 1:15 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Richland leading 14-6. Dom is calling for the pass here. We'll see.
I mean, it almost has to be 3rd and long.
Regan back to throw. Regan has a man over the middle, and just off the fingertips had Jameer Christian again over the middle, and the ball is just off of enough where we can't quite get the hands on it. Had Jameer Christian wide
Brian,
open for a
could
touchdown.
that have been close to targeting on that other kid coming over? Did you see that?
No, I don't think he was anywhere near his head.
I was gonna say that was maybe for health purposes that was better than that was just off his fingertips because that backside safety was coming in hot. Looks like he was gonna absolutely blow up Jameer if he caught that ball. Probably still would have been a touchdown regardless, so I'm sure Jameer would have taken that. He's taken some hard hits in the past, and he gets right back
He's
up.
amazing. I know. 4th down and 8 now for the Richland Rams. Regan rolls out to his right side, looking down the field. Wings this one, looking for Jackson Fitel, I believe, or is that?
I think that was
Jameer.
Looking for Jameer, but we're following incomplete.
Yeah, he's definitely having a little trouble with the wind, I think.
Yeah, so turn the ball over on downs after the fumble on the kick return. So good job by Bellefonte. They escaped the Richland Ram offense that time and shut them down and take over 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line with 1:05 remaining here in the 1st quarter.
Besides that pass interference on the last drive, Bellefonte's defense has looked pretty solid holding the Rams' run game.
Remember, Jameer Christian's been wide open too, and that ball is just sailing off the hands of Jake Regan and with that wind. It's just something they're going to have to try to adjust to.
Got a timeout, Bellefonte.
Bellefonte calls a timeout. Dom, you get to run this down real quick.
All right, while Bellefonte has a timeout, I'd like to give a thank you to First Summit Bank, First Team Advertising, Able Pest Control, Advanced Office Systems, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape and Curbing, DB Homes, Beeline Express Trucking, Beauty Lawn, Best Window and Door Company, Cardolino Eye Care, Chan Soon Shung Medical Center, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino DMD, The Willow, FWF Insurance, Erie Insurance, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Johnstown Insider, Next Gen Amusements, More Dentistry, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, the 5th Erie and Ale House, Laurel Water Group, RPM Signs, State Senator Wayne Langerholt, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Vantage Physical Therapy, Flair of Country, R&DT, Market Basket, Mahalco's, and Grace's Lawn Care.
job.
Thanks. Remember how bad I was the first time I did that?
You were fine. You were just,
I've gotten so much better.
It's a little different. It's always different the first time you do it. It just and then you kind of ease right into it.
All the nerves are gone.
It's all gone. That's right. It's all good now.
I didn't think you had any nerves regarding speaking.
Yeah, well, funny story. My parents always used to say that they knew I was asleep when I was a baby because my mouth would stop running.
All right, first down and 10. We have a new quarterback in the game here for Bellefonte. A little smaller than the first one. I think that's number 6. I believe that's Ashton Howell, who goes a little bit of wildcat and really doesn't go anywhere. Back to the line of scrimmage. It becomes second down and 10.
No, that's number 5, I believe. Alton Howell.
Was that Alton Howell? Okay,
He's
so
just a
Alton
freshman. Not too big. 5'7",
5'7",
145 pounds.
I was looking over on Bellefonte's sideline. Quinn Park's just standing over next to the coach. It doesn't look like he is, so they might be just running a different package.
I know, but remember his hand is in a cast too. So
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe that had something to do with it.
that Alton Howell will throw this one out to his right there. That is Ashton Howell on the reception. So I imagine that they're brothers.
Yeah, I was going to
would
say
think.
maybe brothers.
One's just a little taller than the other one. Ashton Howell listed at 5'9", and Alton Howell listed at 5'7".
Yeah, it looks like Quinn Parks is back. He's checked back into the game now for the Red Raiders.
They probably practiced that play in their backyard about 100 times.
I'm sure.
I wonder, a similar situation, they ran that draw that went for 61 yards. I wonder if he's...
All right, third down and 4. Park back in, and Park is going to do that same thing out to the right side. Able to bust a tackle, and he has a first down and more as he gets over the 40-yard line. So Richland was there, but couldn't quite make the tackle. Give Park a lot of credit. Able to pick up a first down as he gets to the 42-yard line. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Your score here, Richland leading 14-6, but a big first down pickup on third down and 4 by the Bellefonte Red Raiders.
So far for me, it seems like Quinn Parks is more of like a running back taking snaps. He runs hard, he runs through people, doesn't really slide like quarterbacks usually do. We can tell maybe they're a little bit lower in the depth chart because he runs the ball very, very well, but it looks like he's looking for contact, not just trying to get out of bounds or get down.
And I think their leading rusher is number 11, was it Cabin Smith-Kirk? I don't think he's even in the ball game, so he must have gotten injured, but he's got the best stats of any runner. But it is Park doing the bulk of the ball carrying here for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, we're getting to that point in the year where a lot of the teams start to get depleted with injuries.
Yeah, and they're giving a special shout out right now to, I think, the first responders here on the field to our right side over here. I think honoring the Richland Fire Department, which the trucks are parked up here on the hill. Every time there's a score, the trucks light up. It's fantastic. And now it's going to be Bellefonte, though, now having the wind at their back for this quarter. We'll see if that affects Richland with what they do going the other way and how it affects Jake Regan. The ball was sailing on him a little bit because he had some guys wide open, and normally Jake Regan is right on the money, and they were just kind of sailing just a little over the head or just a little bit wide of his intended targets.
I don't think the wind's going to affect Bellefonte's offense as much because
keep it on the ground.
Yeah.
Richland stacking that line. First down and 10. Park, quick throw out to his right. Howell on that right sideline, tiptoes, takes a shot by Joe McEnany. As he got close to midfield, they'll give him midfield. So
They've ran that twice. It's been pretty reliable.
Yep.
8 yards, I believe, on both times they've ran it.
Yep, second down and 2. Just underway here in the second quarter. 11:54 on the clock. Richland leading 14-6. As Park will go back into the shotgun. Park hesitates, runs it forward, has a first down, and he will come to about the 45-yard line of the Richland Rams.
Yeah, guys, some scores around LAJC. 14-14, Chestnut Ridge Bellwood. Penn Cambria 7, Tyrone 3, Bishop Guilfoyle 7, Forest Hills nothing. Bishop McCourt 21, Phillipsburg 0. The other games are scoreless. Huntington 7, Bedford 7.
All right. All right, first down and 10 at the 46-yard line of Richland comes the Red Raiders. This is a handoff met quickly by the Richland Rams, maybe a yard gain.
Flag comes in from the backside there. Have to wonder if that's a holding or maybe
Could be a holding
face
call. It was
mask.
Chase Tresnicki, I think, believe, on the tackle. Right now, the ball spotted at the 45-yard line. Personal foul, face mask on the Richland Rams. So 15 yards will be tacked on. It'll be a first down for Bellefonte. So Bellefonte on the move here with 11:20 remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, I was wondering about a hold there because there really wasn't time for anybody to hold. The ball carrier got met so quick.
15-yard penalty for Bellefonte, first down.
All right, so the ball all the way to the 30-yard line now of the Richland Rams. As Bellefonte breaks the huddle.
Gotta appreciate the Bellefonte student section traveled the whole way out here for the game tonight.
All right, Park again keeps it himself. Park has some room on the right side. Park makes a move, and Park is down to the 15-yard line. Richland's got to account for this kid, as really all his throws really aren't going down the field. They're little quick hitters, but they're allowing Park just to sort of tuck it and run and eating up chunks of yards. So the Rams better get a little bit stout here and make sure you account for number 7. Good run. First down, Bellefonte at the Richland 15-yard line in a 14-6 game. Park back to the shotgun. And Park again. Same thing, ducks the head. And this time Richland's there to meet him after a short pickup of maybe 2. Bring up second down and 8.
He seems like a pretty quick kid. I'd have to imagine their goal was to try and get him to the outside, get him the edge, and just make a foot race between him and linebackers.
Like I said, he's a pretty big kid. He's got some good size to him, 6'1", 180. All right, second down and 8 from the Richland 13-yard line. Howell goes in motion to the right. This will be a jet sweep to the right with Howell. Howell has the sideline. Howell on that right side should be first and goal for the Bellefonte Red Raiders. So it looks like it's inside the 5-yard line, right around the 3. They'll bring up first down and goal.
What do you think here? Do you think they go to Parks right up the middle?
I would try. Why not? They're not stopping them.
Good news for them is that they have 4 attempts as well.
All right, they're going to pack it in tight now as they go under center. That's almost like the tush push. And they're a little far away from for the tush push though. They have place at the 4-yard line, so a little bit early for me to be doing that.
For those who watched the Eagles-Giants game last night, the Eagles lined up from the 5 and ran the tush push 5 times in a row and got into the end zone.
That's insane. I'll bring up second down and goal. Looks like the ball was spotted somewhere around the 2-yard line.
Brian, is the tush push allowed in high school?
No.
That's certainly what the lineup looks like, though.
Yeah, if that guy gives him...
And again, he's trying to plow forward. Richland from the backside takes down Park. Short of the goal line again. Bring up third down and goal.
Joe Mack grabbed them that time.
Are they down around a 1?
Yeah, I think they are
They're
on
at
the
the
1.
1.
So third down and goal from the 1. They started this around the 3. They picked up a yard every time. They only need 1 more yard now for third down and goal. Let's see if they come out with that same set where Park goes under center, and now they're going to go shotgun now. Try something different now. Third down and goal from the 1. Howell goes in motion to the right. This will be a jet sweep again to the right by Howell. Howell will take it to the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Bellefonte Red Raiders. Right back in the ball game.
You know, we saw that as an area of concern against McCourt. They ran to that right side a lot. So something they have to do to shore that up.
Yeah, got to give credit to the Bellefonte offensive line, especially their tackle over there. Did a good job sealing, not letting the edge beat them to the outside, set the edge, and a good job by the runner to cut it up there, just get into the end zone.
All right, going to go for the extra point as Oskin missed the first one. This one is good, so 14-13 your score now with 8:06 remaining in the second quarter. A little bit of a stunner. I mean, Forest Hills beat Bellefonte 35-0. And Richland now sitting at 6-1. Bellefonte at 3-4. It's a 14-13 game. And Brian has a 34-13 score. So Brian is smiling. He's all smiles over here, thinking, okay. All Richland does need is just hold Bellefonte the rest of the game, put some more points on the board. He's looking sweet.
What's the reward if you get the score right? Do you just get one more?
That would be your tiebreaker, I would think.
One more in the win column?
Nah, it doesn't get you anything. It gives you a good hearty pat on the back.
So if he's all tied, he can come away with first place then?
Hey, getting the score right and $3.50 will get you a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
There you go. There you go.
Is that half price coffee?
No, they're plain coffees about that.
You drink your coffee black?
No sugar but cream.
Okay.
I drink my coffee black, but if I do go get something, I'm getting a pumpkin latte from Starbucks, man.
Yeah, me and Ed are up here fist bumping.
Pumpkin spice latte is just unbelievable.
Me and Ed saw each other one morning at Starbucks.
I saw Brian too. The Starbucks, yes.
Although I did hear that our Starbucks is shutting down. I don't know if that's true or not.
They came out with the list. Ours is not shutting
awesome.
down. Yeah, they're all out in Pittsburgh. The ones that are shutting down. I think it's the smaller type stores, not the ones that we have. It's still kind of those smaller ones.
I'm sure my girlfriend is very, very happy to hear that our Starbucks is still open.
Yeah, they're building a brand new one in Blairsville, actually.
I'm a Dunkin' Donuts guy. So.
I like Dunkin' Donuts. Their coffee is fantastic. I agree. All right, Oskin going to kick it away now for Bellefonte after the 1-yard touchdown run by Ashton Howell. Made the score 14-13. Richland still leading. And this ball kicked low on the ground again. Bounces past Nate Pugh. Picked up, I believe this is Jameer Christian. Jameer Christian makes a move. And he is tackled as he got to about the 41-yard line. And really, that was maybe a saving tackle there.
I don't know if that was a tackle or that kid was just laying on the ground and Jameer tripped over him.
Yeah, Jameer went to make a little bit of an extra move and gets tripped up. But anyway, good return to the 41-yard line. So good spot for the Richland Rams. They had excellent spot the last time. They were able to pick up a fumble off the kickoff, but Bellefonte stops that and turns that into a long touchdown drive of their own to make the score 14-13.
How's the wind down there, Sponge? Is it still pretty good?
Yeah, it's blowing pretty good. It's cold.
All right, so Regan will go into the shotgun first down and 10. Joe Mack to his left. And this will be Joe McEnany. And a good push by the Bellefonte front line as McEnany will pick up maybe one to the 42. Bring up 2nd down and 9. Big interior line by Bellefonte. Number 56 on the tackle. It's Sam Whitmer at 6'3", 270.
He's only a sophomore, so he's still got 2 years to grow.
Exactly. He's going to grow even more.
Yeah, I think number 55's and on the offense or on the defensive line as well. Ian Vailmont, 5'10", 250. They got some big boys there.
All right, 2nd down and 9. 3 wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Arnold is the one to the right. Quick throw out to Jameer Christian. Jameer has it. Right around the 45, midfield, 45. Makes a little stutter step past the 40. Jameer Christian on his feet all the way down to the 36-yard line of Bellefonte. So, yeah, you're giving the 35.
Uh-oh.
Late flag.
Late flag.
A late flag on the play, but Jameer has the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10, Richland Rams.
I don't know if you guys saw anything different. I didn't see any celebrations or anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the call is going to be here. On sportsmanlike conduct on the Richland Rams. Here we go again. This is something that they has plagued them during the season. That's going to be a 15-yard. But it will be still a 1st down for the Richland Rams, I believe, anyway.
Did anyone catch a number on that?
No.
All right, so first down and 10. They would have been at the 35-yard line all the way back to the 50.
No, it's first and 10. It should be first and 10. That's what John's going to have.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, John said it's first and 10.
So the play wasn't chopped in, so you get the yardage, but the sticks weren't set.
Yep. So big pass play. Comes back a little bit, all the way to the 50-yard line. 6:54 and counting here in the second quarter. 14-13, Richland leading. All right, he's calling another pass play, says Dom. And this will be a quick throw out to Jameer Christian again on the right side. Jameer Christian, another couple of moves as he gets over the 40-yard line to about the 37.
You know, Arnold with a really good block there.
Yeah, on the last play before the unsportsmanlike conduct, Nate Pugh threw a really good block on the outside there before Jameer beat 3 guys with the same move 3 times in a row.
Ball spotted at the 38-yard line. First down and 10, Richland. Three wide receivers left, one to the right. Almost the same set they've been going with pretty much all night here. Regan into the gut of McEnany. Joe McEnany holds that football and gets over the 35-yard line to about the 34. Second down and 6 upcoming.
You have to imagine that those last 2 quick passes kind of open that up in the middle for Joe Mack there.
Jake Regan will check out of the game now as Grayson Malla will come in.
How about a Grayson pass? We haven't seen that.
I tell you, I wouldn't be surprised. And this will be Malla run. Malla out to the right side, and Malla will pick up a couple. It'll bring up third down.
Grayson Malla on the carry, forced out of bounds. Pickup of 2. Check that, pickup of 1.
So third down and about 4, I believe.
But it's 6. They reset it a little bit.
All right, third down and 5. They're gonna on the board. No, it's third down and 6. There you go. Just put it on the board. Third down and 6. This is where Richland kind of sputtered out the last drive. Need to pick up a first down here in the next 2 plays. Regan going to keep it himself. Good job. Good discipline by the Bellefonte line, able to take down Jake Regan. So it's going to bring up 4th down. So Bellefonte doing a great job on that offense, on that defensive line, now allowing Richland to really run the football.
Yeah, I got to go back to the air here.
Yeah, that's been chewing them up. I mean, Bellefonte having a hard time with those short passes. Richland keep trying to run these inside handoffs, and Bellefonte just doing a great job so far. But now it's 4th down and 8. Jameer Christian in motion. Fake throw. Now a pass out. Picked off on his sideline. There was looking for Arnold McGarwa as Bellefonte gets taken down right around the 49-yard line. That is Ashton Howell who picked it off. They were looking for Arnold McGarwa as a flag on the play.
A bunch of flags down. And it looks like a Bellefonte player is down near the Richland sideline.
And this could be anything here. Could be a block in the back.
Could be a blindside block.
Could be a blindside block, right?
I think that's what it was.
But the interception is good, but if this is a blindside block, it's going to put the ball back a little bit. And while they tend to the Bellefonte player will step aside, you are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network. All right, back to his feet is number 55, Ian Bellefonte, and it's going to be against Richland. So it was a blindside hit by the Richland Rams. Going to tack on 15 yards to this play. So Bellefonte going to be in business here at the Richland Ram 35-yard line after the interception and the big penalty afterwards. This would be a big loss, though, to Bellefonte, losing somebody who's had such a big game. Ian Bellefonte does such a good job on the offensive line and the defensive line, and walking a little gingerly off to the sideline.
Yeah, and during that timeout, I think the Richland coaching staff was saying perhaps, but what I could see, I think they were saying that the Bellefonte player initiated the block on the blindside block.
Yeah, they called it a blindside block on Brody Hollis.
I'm watching the film back on our broadcast, and from what I saw, it looked like his own teammate took him out.
Okay.
Our sponsor list was kind of right in front of it, but from what it looked like to me, it looked like his teammate came flying in trying to lay a block and just missed, and there was a little bit of friendly fire.
All right, so first down and 10 at any rate, 35-yard line of Richland comes the Bellefonte Red Raiders. They're only down 1-14-13, 4:50 remaining before halftime, and Bellefonte with a lot of momentum here as Park goes back to the shotgun. He has done all the damage here so far, along with Ashton Howell. Runs out to his right side. Joe McInerney couldn't quite get him in the backfield, and it's a good pickup there on first down now by Park.
Now, Brian, is that an unsportsmanlike on a blindside hit like that?
No. No, unsportsmanlike conduct fouls are non-physical.
Right to the 30-yard line, second down and 5, as once again they just cannot bring down Quinn Park. He's just doing a great job, and he's quarterback number 3 and just doing a fantastic job tonight, chewing up the Richland Ram defense so far. And he's going to keep it again. Puts his head down, goes up the middle. This time Richland Rams are there, gang tackled for basically no gain. Maybe they'll give him a yard to the 29. They'll bring up third down and 4.
Regardless, this is two-down territory for the Red Raiders.
Oh, without doubt. Chase Tresnicki getting credit for the tackle. Watch out for this jet sweep. They've been doing it a lot to the right side as well with Ashton Howell. And Ashton Howell now will go to the lineup on the right side.
Maybe they're going to try and get him to the wide side of the field.
So we'll see what happens here. Third down and 4. As Park. Play clock down to 4. They're going to call a timeout. Yeah, they're going to run out of time here. So Bellefonte going to go ahead and call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
And while we're in the timeout, we'll take our time to thank our sponsors. Grayson Lawn Care, Mahelko's, Market Basket, RNDT, Flair of Country, Vantage Physical Therapy, Slovenian Savings and Loan, State Senator Wayne Langerholt, RPM Signs, Laurel Auto Group, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Precious Metals and Diamonds, Pinnacle Chiropractic, More Dentistry, Next Gen Amusements, Johnstown Insider, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Erie Insurance, FWF Insurance, The Willow, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Chansun Chung Medical Center, Cardellino Eye Care, Best Window and Door Company, Beauty Lawn, Beeline Express Trucking, DB Homes, Ashbro Landscape and Curbing, Advantage Auto Service, Advanced Office Systems, Able Pest Control, First Team Advertising, and First Summit Bank.
Awesome job. Thank you one and all. Thank you to the Richland football boosters. As a big third down and 4 upcoming for Bellefonte. They're at the Richland 29-yard line. Park into the shotgun. Park rolls out to his right side. That's where he wants to go. Has a first down and more as he turned the corner. Needed 4, got about 5. So once again, good push by the Bellefonte Red Raiders and able to get Park out to that right side. Picks up a first down to the 24-yard line of Richland. 3 minutes now remaining here before halftime. Richland does get the ball after the half, as Bellefonte decided to take the ball to start the game. Park into the gut of Howell. Howell picks his way on that right side. Howell dives forward. May have enough for another first down, maybe just a yard short. So good pickup on first down of 9 yards. So a lot of Park and a lot of Howell doing all the damage here for Bellefonte. Richland has no answer defensively so far.
Yeah, the clock definitely has to be a thought in the back of Bellefonte's head, though, because if they get the Rams too much time to score here and then get the ball at half, that could lead to very, very bad things and a lot of momentum for the Rams.
All right, second down. They'll call it 2. As Park fakes, goes up the middle again, and Park will have enough for a first down, it looks like, as he's over the 15-yard line. It's about the 14. It will be enough for a first down. So first down and 10 now for the Red Raiders. This is stunning Richland a little bit. Kind of surprising me a little bit, too, as well. Richland unable to stop basically the same play time and time again. Need to get very stout right now. First down and 10. Again, out to that right side goes Park. Park hit after a short gain of about 1. Good job by the Richland Ram defense that time as they stopped
Mala
Howell.
and Hollis were on that.
Yep, Mala and Hollis.
Yeah, like I said, this is shades of McCourt game where they just couldn't stop the same play. They keep running it over and over again.
Yeah, you know what? And Bellefonte is smart. Keep running it until you show you can stop it. Richland really just not stopping it. Give them credit. So they no gain on the play. Second down and 10. Park again. Park out to that same right side again. And Park taken down. Stays in bounds. And we're going to have a timeout. Bellefonte, this is their last one of the half with 51 seconds remaining.
They do have 2 up on the scoreboard, but it's incorrect. And, and John just pumped them out of timeout, so that was their last one.
Yep, that was their last one. So they're going to have a big third down upcoming. And it's going to be third down, and it looks like about 7.
Guys, will run down some scores here. Huntington 21, Bedford 7, McCourt 35, Phillipsburg 0, Bellwood 26, Chestnut Ridge 14, Clearfield 35-0 over Somerset, Guilfoyle 14, Forest Hills 7, Penns. That was last night. No score in Central and Central Cambria.
What was the Penns Valley Johnstown score? Because I looked for that and couldn't find it.
I believe it was like 27-24. It was close.
Good game. Yeah, good game.
Johnstown was driving towards the end and came up short, apparently.
Was it at Johnstown or at Penns Valley?
It was at Johnstown. Our Richland 7th graders had to play at like 3 o'clock because they needed the field for the high school game.
Yep. All right, so a big third down upcoming for the Bellefonte Red Raiders. They're on the move there at the Richland. Let's see where they have it spotted. Right around the 12-yard line or so. Third down in about 7. As Park will go back into the shotgun here. And Park, they'll try Ashton Howell on that backside, and Richland did a really good job stopping him there for virtually no gain. Going to bring up 4th down. So far, Richland holding steady on defense. And
Richland calls
timeout now. 44 seconds remaining on the clock before halftime. Huge 4th down upcoming for the Red Raiders. Now they could try a field goal here. Their kicker has got way enough leg, and you got the wind at your back, and maybe pick up some points. They can go into the lead here if they kick a field goal and go up 16-14.
Yeah, I think taking the lead before half is definitely something that they need to do if they want to stay in this game and win it. I think the Rams are going to have a good talk at halftime, come back out, play a little more competitive. I think they're going to fix up that run to the right side, stop the run out to the sides.
Richland always does a pretty good job of making adjustments at halftime. And really, there's virtually no threat of a pass besides those little short ones. So you really don't have the threat down the field. You got to make sure you shore up that middle don't allow any runs past the line of scrimmage here. But Bellefonte's been running that very successfully.
Here's a question: if they line up, they're coming out in a field goal. Do you take another timeout and try to ice them?
You know what? It's not a bad play to do so. He's already missed an extra point in this game. We saw him kicking the warm-ups, and he's got a really good leg. This is William Oskin.
Yeah, I definitely don't think if he's going to miss this, it's going to be because it's short.
Yep. Going to be about a 30-yard field goal.
They better be aware of a fake also.
That low snap kick is up. It's got plenty of leg, and it should be good. So 16-14 as Oskin puts that one through with 39 seconds remaining before halftime. So good job by Bellefonte. Good drive. Good defensive stop by the Richland Rams, though. Not allowing any more yardage by Bellefonte, but a 30-yard field goal makes your score 16-14 now. Red Raiders. One turnover by the Richland Rams. It was a interception on the last drive, and then it was 15 yards tacked on for a blindside block by the Richland Rams.
That extra point that was missed earlier in the game is looking like it's going to be a huge factor in how this one turns out. Obviously, the Rams go down, put up a field goal before half. They go into the half with a lead. Obviously, it's still a one-point game, but then they come out and get the ball at half. You know, they can make that a two-possession game when realistically there's no reason that it should be.
And I would venture if the Rams are the next team to score and they score a touchdown, they're going to go for 2.
Yep, I think you'd be absolutely correct. Yep.
Try to get up 6 points.
All right, so Oskin will come on to kick it off. It is Joe McEnany and Arnold Magera back deep for the Richland Rams. Jameer Christian is your up man right at about the 25-yard line.
And we have seen some big returns this year.
Yeah, for sure. Still 39 seconds before halftime. They've been putting this ball like low on the turf. And Jameer had a pretty good return the last time. This one, again, low kick. Picked up by Nate Pugh, I believe. And Nate Pugh spun down after he crossed the 35-yard line. Give him about the 37. So first down and 10 with 34 seconds remaining before halftime.
Pretty good field position if they want to march down and score.
Let's see if Richland wants to take a shot. They still have 2 timeouts.
I wonder if you pull out like a double pass or a hook and ladder here.
Yeah, I think now would be the time for a Grayson pass, even though they probably aren't expecting him to run the ball right now.
All right, first down and 10 from the 37-yard line come the Richland Rams. 34 seconds to work with here before halftime. Trailing now 16-14. McEnany will go in motion to the left. Back to throw goes Regan, setting up a screenplay. Grayson Malla. And good job by the Bellefonte defense. Kind of only a 3-yard pickup, so good job by them. Number 14 for them, Nash Weaver, stayed at home and made a nice play. Down to 28 seconds now.
Good news for the Rams that they didn't have to burn a timeout on that. Grayson did a good job of just getting out of bounds.
Yep, make sure you get out of bounds. Yep, second down and 7. Regan back to the shotgun. Malla and McEnany in the backfield. Regan rolls out to his left, wings it, has Jameer Christian on the sideline, but I don't think he got his foot down. Yep.
He didn't catch the ball either. He dropped it.
Dropped the ball anyway, so big
So
up
the
third
foot
down
doesn't matter.
Yep, doesn't matter. That's right.
I don't know that he would have had a foot in anyway.
24 seconds now, third down and 7. And not the same sharp Richland Rams teams that we've seen the last couple weeks. Yeah, it was definitely there for sure. Yeah, Richland just out of sorts a little bit tonight. Throws that just aren't quite hitting where they should. And give Bellefonte credit. Great defense so far by the Red Raiders on that defensive front. High snap again. Malla trips. So Malla able to maybe pick up a couple.
Did they take a timeout right away? The clock's not running.
They didn't.
Balls pick one, brings up Richland fourth.
Okay. It's running again.
Yeah,
It's
fourth
fourth
down
down.
and 6.
So we're just going to let her run it out.
Yeah.
Either that or down to a second and run one play.
No, they're not even going to line up. They're going to go
I
to the
don't
locker
know.
room.
They're not walking off.
Yeah, they're going to the locker room and just try to get
Yep.
all this stuff straightened out after halftime, and then we'll see if Sponge can grab Coach Bailey real quick and get his thoughts as we head to the locker room. Richland trailing 16-14.
Yep.
Give Bellefonte a lot of credit. They came a long way to get here, and they have played an excellent game so far.
Yeah, you got to give them a lot of credit. They're huge underdogs coming into this game. Obviously, they have a losing record. Rams are 6-1 coming into this week. They've played tough football. They've done a good job up front. They've kind of won the trenches battle in the first half here. Done a good job running the ball up the middle, getting the ball to Ashton Howell on the outside. I believe he has one of the touchdowns, and Quinn Parks is one of the touchdowns.
Yep, that's exactly right. Quinn Parks has a 61-yard touchdown run. Ashton Howell has a 1-yard touchdown on the jet sweep. And I think Sponge will go ahead and grab Coach Bailey for a quick chat before he heads to the locker room.
I got Coach here.
Get away from the band here.
Coach, LHAC dogfight, you're in it.
Yeah, we told the kids all week. It's a Quad A Bellefonte team. They've had battles all year long. We've only had one blowout loss. A lot of good wins against quality teams. I think they might have caught some of our kids off guard a little bit. We're down 2. We get the football. I'm confident we'll come on the second half.
It looks a little like the wind's been a factor in some of Jake's passes. Do you think that's...
Yeah, definitely. It's a factor for both teams. We just have to throw the ball a lot more than they do. We missed a couple in that first quarter. We got behind and we just missed on them.
All right, make the adjustments. Let's get it back.
Thank you.
Yep, that's the kind of we talked about too. I think it's not a question of our guys are not open. They are open. And that ball's sailing on Jake Regan a little bit, something they're going to have to kind of work out. Hopefully he finds a little bit of that touch. But it is there for the Richland Rams. Everything is there passing-wise. Now they just got to stop Bellefonte defensively and not allow Park to take over the ballgame with his legs.
Yeah, and as I mentioned at the beginning of the game, what I've seen over the years, a windy night is more difficult to pass in than rain or any other condition.
I agree. And Stone Mangus has joined us in the booth. Stone, you want to pop on? You don't want to.
Come on, you want the headset?
When was the last time you didn't want to say anything?
What's up, guys?
So Stone, how's it going, brother?
I am doing great.
How is school? Tell us all about it.
Well,
What's
school
what you've
is
been up to?
wonderful. School is wonderful. One of the main reasons I went to Waynesburg is because I knew that I was going to get thrown into the fire immediately, and that has 100% been the case.
Good.
I've been in front of the camera about 5 or 6 times already, and it's week 7, and I'm doing things there that I never thought in a million years that I was going to do. I've run cameras, I've run graphic, teleprompter, I've created some digital stuff that, again, never thought I was going to do before.
Nice.
And I'm having a blast down there.
Well, we're impressed. You haven't put on a freshman 15 yet. Like, I probably has to do with you're in front of the camera, and the camera already adds 10 pounds to you. And so you've done a good job of making sure you've not hit that freshman 15 yet.
I'd like to think I have a face for TV, but you gotta keep up with it. You gotta maintain that face for TV.
That's right. You gotta maintain.
But yeah, not yet at least. I still got some time left in the semester. We've just hit midterms.
Yeah,
so,
that's crazy.
We'll see.
All right, so you're watching this game a little bit along. Your thoughts on what you see?
Flat.
Yeah,
really flat.
We're talking. I think the wind has a lot to do with it. Jake missed a couple of guys on some wide throws and maybe just over the fingertips. I think having a little difficulty with the wind. The plays have been there for Richland down the field and really just haven't hit them yet. But it's there. It's open for them when they want it. Just haven't been able to dial it in. I think that wind really affecting Richland more because Richland puts the ball in the air. Bellefonte doing a great job on the line, not allowing Richland to run the football, and Richland not having a hard time stopping Park with the football. The quarterback is just chewing Richland up right now.
Park and Howell. Howell's having a nice game as well.
Yep, those are 2 guys.
And to circle back and touch on the wind a little bit, especially when they're driving left, when they're driving towards the scoreboard, you're kind of seeing that wind play a factor with the fade balls. I mean, Jameer and Arnold have beaten their corners multiple different times.
Yep.
So, we'll see if it changes when they're driving towards Penn Highlands.
Yep.
But the wind is playing a factor. But, again, I really think that they're playing flat flat right now. And this isn't the team that we're accustomed to in terms of energy on the field.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a big change when they come out of halftime. I think a lot's going to be said on how to handle. Yeah, basically, I have 2 guys to watch on Bellefonte, and we're getting beat by the same 2 guys on pretty much the same plays, and we're just not making the plays. But again, things are there for Richland offensively that I think they can exploit. You just have to get through it and figure out this win and get Jake on target a little bit.
Yeah, we like to, Ripple likes to make adjustments, and we just hope he makes that adjustment. The McCourt game, there was no adjustments made, and
well, there's 4 turnovers in that game too. Let's not forget Richland did turn over the football 4 times in that McCourt Carroll game. They have 1 turnover in this game, an interception, and then the attack on 15 yards on top of that.
But another drive, and get a nice catch, and we get an unsportsmanlike too many times this year, and it just can't happen.
Yep, the ball would have been at the 35-yard line, goes all the way back to the 50-yard line. Yeah, just Richland compounding mistakes. But yeah, I agree. It's done a little bit of flat play by the Richland Rams, but they're in this at 16-14. They get the ball after halftime. We'll see what judgments they make.
Stone, how do you like all this new equipment we got after you left?
Of course, after I leave, all the good stuff comes. No, I'm just kidding. Austin York brought up a good point just a few minutes ago. Is this the first time since Bishop Guilfoyle 3 years ago that Richland is losing at half at home?
Yeah, it's probably you're probably right on. I can't remember the last time we did, and it probably was that playoff game, right?
I can't remember the last time.
Bishop Guilfoyle, yeah, I think we're losing at halftime.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So it's been a while, but you know what? It's good that they go through some adversity. The playoffs are coming up, and it's nice if Richland has this in their back pocket. If they come back from this, knowing that they can come back with some adversity, it's a good thing.
Yeah, still a lot of game left to go.
Yep.
So we'll see if they can come out and make the changes. Hey, great to see you.
You
Want
too,
to stop
Stan.
up and
You
say
take
hi?
care, man.
Good to see you, Mr. Schmidt.
So we're going to step aside here, and it's halftime here at Hurlinger Field. The Richland Rams find themselves down 16-14 against the Bellefonte Red Raiders. We'll be back with you after the halftime festivities have concluded. You are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network. All right, we are back. Nice performance by the Richland marching band there as they score 16-14 as we come back after a halftime, and the team is going to come up and have their time to warm up. About 3 minutes remaining before kickoff, and what a game so far, Dom. I think Richland, I'm sure, got a little bit of an earful in the locker room, maybe a little more energy coming out of this half, but imperative that they have a good drive and score on this opening drive one way or the other.
Yeah, definitely. On the other side, Bellefonte's got to feel really good about themselves, hanging in with one of the best teams in LHAC, holding their own, running the ball well, distributing the ball to some of their players very well. I think Howell has a bunch of carries. Like we said, Park has a bunch of carries. The Rams just really haven't found an answer for them yet, so I'm sure that, like you said, they got laid into a little bit at halftime. Probably keyed on Parks and Howell about not letting them run so effortlessly for a bunch of yards every time they touch the ball.
Yeah, really, and that's really been the only two playmakers. I mean, really, pretty much, that's all the names that we've called has been Park and Ashton Howell. That's pretty much been it. That is their offense, and they're running it very, very well. And you got to give credit to their offensive line and their defensive front because they were doing a great job on the Richland Rams. Richland does, I think, have the advantage, though, through the air. If they can find some sort of consistency with that football, putting it up in the air, I think they can put up a lot of points against this Bellefonte team.
Yeah, I'm definitely not too worried about the Richland offense. Jameer Christians beat his man plenty of times this game. Arnold Magueros ran some good routes. Joey Max had a couple promising runs. Grayson's had a couple promising runs. I think that those catches are going to start to be made. They're going to start to score more. I think that where the Rams really need to focus at halftime and a lot in the second half is stopping the run, like I just said. Park does a great job of getting vertical, running through guys, so they just have to contain him and make sure that he doesn't have a nuclear second half as he did in the first.
Bellefonte kicker here in the warm-ups is trying to hit a 50-yarder, and he just came up about a yard short.
He's got I'm telling you, he's got a big leg. Yeah, this is actually a 57-yard field goal from where he is now with the ball at the 40-yard line.
That's a 50.
Watch the 50, yeah, because
yeah.
he's not kicking it. That's right.
Yeah.
The holder's not back there. He's just kicking it off the tee. There it is, and it just
hit the crossbar.
Hit the crossbar. Yeah, he's got a big leg. Because for some reason on the kickoffs, he's just putting it low on the ground. He could put those things in the end zone, I would think, on a kickoff, but he's choosing not to do it. And actually giving Richland pretty good field position, which is kind of a little bit strange to me. That if you have a kicker that can put it in the end zone, why not just do it?
Well, I think the fear may be if he doesn't, then you're putting the ball in the hands
of the playmakers.
Right.
Yeah. But Richland, going to have to come out with a lot of answers. You can do that.
I expect a lot more energy out of the Rams coming into the second half as well.
All right, and just short again on that 50-yard side. Austin is a little frustrated.
Hey, guys. Hey, you're going to have to do me a favor here. Brian, can you ask them to shut the play clock off? John has asked, he said they're not doing a good job. They want it shut off.
They want the play clock shut off.
Okay. Yes. Whoever's operating the play clock.
Okay.
Thank you.
I want to say that, but okay. All right, so let's recap the scoring real quick. This game started with Bellefonte taking the ball. They won the toss, elected to receive it, and really it was a third down and one from their own 39-yard line. And it was Park who just basically took one step back like he was going to pass it, ran it forward, and ended up running for 61 yards, basically almost untouched up the middle of the field. So that put Bellefonte up 6-0 after they missed the extra point. And then it was Richland answering on their next drive, capped off by a 2-yard Grayson Mallow run. Richland stops Bellefonte on their next possession. Richland gets the ball and goes all the way down the field again, capped off by a 10-yard run by Grayson Malla. And then the big play of the game, actually the big drive of the game, is Richland was able to get a fumble off the ensuing kickoff, had the ball in Bellefonte territory, and got stopped on downs by Bellefonte. Bellefonte took that then and ended up having a scoring drive of their own, and it was a 1-yard jet sweep by Ashton Howell to put the score at 14-13, and then right before halftime, it was a 30-yard field goal by Oskin to set our score at 16-14.
Yeah, I think huge part in the first half for Bellefonte was stopping the Rams on that one drive with the interception.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, that really killed a lot of momentum, gave Bellefonte a good chance to go down and score. I believe they scored on that drive, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's a huge point swing that the Rams can't afford to have, especially in this close of a game.
The ref just told me that someone said they switched clock operators up there, so they're going to try it for the second half. But if it doesn't work again, they want it shut off. And then it was Jameer Christian on an unsportsmanlike. He did the bow and arrow.
All right, yeah. So Jameer got to be a little bit careful on his celebrations. All right, so William Oskin on to kick it off as we're getting underway here in the second half. Again, Richland trailing 16-14, looking to get an answer and take the lead back in this ball game. It's going to be on the ground again. Off the helmet, and this is going to be Bellefonte who jumps on it. Bellefonte. Let's go, Rams! Wake up! So again, just a big mistake by the Richland Rams. You got to jump on that ball and don't let it get away from you. They've been doing a good job all night. That one, unfortunately, gets away. And Bellefonte able to jump on it. They're in business now in Richland territory at the 37-yard line. First down and 10.
Absolutely horrible bounce. And now Bellefonte and Rams are even on turnovers on kickoffs.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to start the half. And Richland's going to have to go right back to defense. Let's see what kind of adjustments they've made as Bellefonte has scored on their last two drives. One touchdown and one field goal. Park will go back into the shotgun. First down and 10. Park back to throw. Park lays it out over the right side. Almost picked off. Good job by the Richland Rams as he was looking for, I believe, Ashton Howell again.
Grayson Amala and Joey Ragnar ran into each other on that.
Yeah, almost able to come up with the football. It'll fall incomplete. Second down and 10.
That was picked off. There was a very, very, very high chance of that being a pick six. There was nobody within 15 yards.
I agree. But, if you're Richland, that's what you want. I mean,
Dom, how many man front does Richland normally play?
I believe it's 3 with two defensive edges.
Okay.
All right, so Park will go back into the shotgun here. Second down and 10 off the incomplete pass. Howell will go in motion. This is a straight run again by Park. This time stuffed by the Richland Ram defense. Gets to the 35-yard line. So 2-yard pickup. We're going to bring a second down and 8. As Nate Pugh gets credit for the tackle.
So we saw their kicker warming up from about here at halftime. So you almost got to think that if they get a couple more yards here, they could send out the field goal unit, maybe drill a field goal for some.
He was also doing that with
nice
no rush
points.
coming at him.
That's true.
On a tee.
That's true.
So all that stuff needs to come into play. But yeah, he definitely has a leg for it. Third down and 8. Park to Ashton Howell. And Ashton Howell is going to be brought down. Ball came loose, but it went out of bounds. A big stop by the Richland Rams is going to bring up fourth down. And it's going to be fourth down and 8.
Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, I think it's definitely 4 down territory, but it's fourth down and 8. Richland so far has done a really good job defensively. Fumbled the opening kickoff of the second half.
Surprised they would run that play to the short side of the field.
Yep, exactly.
You almost have to imagine passes coming here, or maybe like a trick play.
Well, look out for the right side of the line. That's where they've been doing most of their damage on these runs. Big fourth down. Park back to throw. Park
he's
has
wide.
Time, throws it on
He
the
overthrew him.
right side, over to throw him, and Richland comes up big after they muffed the opening kickoff.
Joey Ragnar was stride for stride with it.
Big stop on downs. So Richland in business now, basically where they would have had the football before they fumbled it. They actually couldn't jump on it, so kind of a muffed kick. They'll have it at their own 35-yard line, first down and 10. We are 11:02 here in the third quarter. Richland trailing 16-14.
That onside kick actually bounced up and off of Nate Pugh's chest. It had a spin to it like your 7-iron.
I thought maybe it caught him in the face mask.
All right, Jake Regan, quick throw. Out to that left side, Jameer Christian, able to duck the first tackle. Makes the move, picks up a couple yards to about the, looks like the 39. So second down and 6. So again, we'll see what kind of adjustments Richland has made after halftime. That was a quick throw out to Jameer Christian. Pick up 4 yards on first down. Regan back to the shotgun. Regan, quick pass out to Arnold McGarrett here on the right side. McGarrett turns the corner. McGarrett's at the 50 before he's knocked out of bounds. Good play there by number 28, Jackson Long. If he doesn't hit him out of bounds, Arnold would have been gone. So good quick throw. Good turn by Arnold McGarrett. And picks up a first down in the Bellefonte territory. Right around the 46-yard line.
Great job of using his speed there to get to the corner, bend that for a first down and more.
Got those long strides.
I think you have pretty long strides, don't you, Ed?
I do. I have very long strides. I was very quick, short, and choppy. Brian's got the long strides. First down and 10 for the Richland Rams. Jake Regan into the gut of McEnany. McEnany off the left side over the 40-yard line, the 35. Over the 30-yard line, Joe Mack still on his feet. And a great start here by the Richland Rams now after the opening kickoff of the second half, which they kind of bobbled off the face mask. And they stopped Bellefonte on downs, and now Richland on the move. Right around the 20-yard line of Bellefonte. Let's see where they place this, probably around 21.
Good lead block there from Grayson Mala. Took the safety out of the play and let Joey Mack just keep getting downfield until he was chased down.
They'll give him the 22. Yeah, Joe Mack. And again, he carried some people with him. So, see if Richland can retake the lead in this ball game. But they have 22 yards to go. First down and 10. McEnany in motion to the left. Inside draw to Grayson Mallon taken down. And again, just good penetration once again by that Bellefonte defensive front, able to sniff that out.
Their numbers are really hard to tell. Was that number 32 Carson Crawford?
Yeah, I think it's really, I agree. Pretty difficult to tell.
That was number 28, I think.
So Jackson Long. Yeah. Sure, it's not number 20. No.
That's why I said
That's
it.
Just a little inside joke. Yeah. All right, third down and 11. After the loss of a yard on the play. Back to the 23-yard line. Heavy backfield with McEnany and Mala. Now McEnany splits out to the left. Fake inside handoff. This is Jake Regan who finds a big hole. Jake Regan still on his feet. Jake Regan is into the end zone. It's a Ram touchdown. Jake Regan uses his legs. Goes 23 yards into the end zone. Put Richland Rams back in front.
Gun. Oh.
A great run by Jake Regan.
Yeah, that definitely was not planned. It looks like he was looking for Arnold McGarrett or Jameer Christian.
Broken play, and then he found that little, saw that seam, took it, and ran into the end zone for a Richland Ram touchdown. And as you said, Brian, if they scored, they were going to go for 2. It's exactly what they're going to do here. Try to go up 6 points here. 2016 is your score. Richland trying to add 2 right now.
They're under 10 seconds here to get the play off.
Yeah, at 5 seconds now. They want to burn a timeout for sure. Down to 3. It's not that's a bad snap. I don't think they were ready for it. There's a flag on the play anyway. Regan just going to haul this one into the end zone. Might be a little pass interference in there as well, but nope, not going to call it there.
No, there's a flag down there.
There's a flag.
Oh, there is I think it's pass interference.
No, that was down already. It was a false start. It's false start. I'm sure they'll decline it.
Yeah, that play clock was running down. I think they just had to get it off, and it was a very
legal shift.
High snap again.
It didn't look like Regan was even ready for it. It looks like it was snapped prematurely.
Yep. Yeah, so it's a mistake once again by the Richland Rams, but they retake the lead, 20-16 now, with 8:32 remaining here in the third quarter. But a big score by the Richland Rams, Jake Regan. Still going to need a touchdown, though, to beat. That was the whole point. I mean, it's either going to be 4 points or 6 points, but a field goal can't beat you either way. I don't think Coach Bailey too happy they're on the sideline having a discussion with the coaches. Knowing that play's got to get called in maybe a little bit quicker. Can't let the clock get down that far.
Reminder, Mia Cafeo, Raker Madsen, and Michael Krajcik, please report to the front of the student section with 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Please report to the front of the student section with 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter to meet Mr. Lowe.
Yeah, it looks like ref's having a conversation with, or the head referee's having a conversation with the Richland coaching staff.
All right, Jackson Long and number 3, Isaac Gall, are back deep for the Red Raiders. Mitchell Timsick going to kick it off for the Richland Rams. And if we get more of that same defense that Richland showed in the opening drive here the second half by Bellefonte, it's going to serve them very, very well. All right, ball handed to Mitchell Timsick. He'll place it on the tee.
I just got hit with a big gust of wind. Ooh,
yeah.
It's chilly.
Yeah, it's nice being up in the booth. So I'm pretty warm. I'm sure Sponge is feeling lots of gusts of wind down there. All right, Timsick puts this one in the air. Handled by Jackson Long right around the 20-yard line, 25. Hit right after he crossed the 30-yard line, taken down at about the 33. First down and 10 for Bellefonte.
That was number 28 on
Yeah, number 28, yes.
carry.
Yeah, we had a parent come in and said it's number 28, not number 20, and we've been saying
20
yeah,
game.
she was not. She wanted to talk to somebody else, not us. So it's been handled.
She shot the messenger.
And I believe they don't want the clock running anymore, the play clock. And I believe the normal operator is not here tonight, so that's probably the issue.
All right, so first down and 10. Park doing that same thing. Takes one step back, comes forward. Richland knocks him down.
So, Sponge, that they're doing that, the back judge, the deep official in the middle of the field, at 10 seconds he'll put his hand up and then he'll count like a basketball the last 5.
All right, so pick up a 5 yards on first down.
Gotcha.
So Richland not stopping that play again. It's a good 5-yard pickup on first down. Second down and 5 by just same play, just one step back and then goes running forward. And a good push by the offensive line of Bellefonte. You want to get him in a passing situations if you can. We'll put Ashton Howell in motion. They are going to throw us over the middle.
That's picked off.
Jameer Christian picks it off. And he's right around midfield is where he picked it off. So Richland
Is it
Oh, it was incomplete.
He dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it. I thought he had it. Oh, I couldn't quite hold on to it. So third down, I thought he had it in his hands. Third down and 5.
Had me fooled too, and
Yeah,
I thought
he
Jameer
had
came up with it.
Regardless, that was really good defense. Good job undercutting that slant there, getting right in front of it. Even though he didn't pick it off, they're not going to go back to that again.
And again, I mean, you want Bellefonte to throw the football if you're Richland. Where they've been having a hard time is Bellefonte running the football. So now it puts them in a third down and 5 at their own 38-yard line. They'll put Ashton Howell in motion again. This is going to be straight up the middle for Park, and he will be stopped well short of the first down, maybe about a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards actually. So it's going to bring up fourth down and a punting situation here for Bellefonte.
It's kind of curious that Bellefonte chose the wind in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Because now you're into the wind and you're not facing the scoreboard in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So
yep.
I was curious about which way they'd want that.
All right, so Jameer Christian going to go back deep to return for the Richland Rams on a fourth down, and they're going to call it 1. Richland almost in on the block. It's a very high, short punt. Takes a good Richland bounce. and will come be down right around the 50-yard line. So Richland in business now
That,
at about midfield.
that can be a dangerous
Joe Mack was
play.
in there. He almost had it.
And he did a very good job. Of not hitting the kicker either, because if he doesn't block it and hits the kicker, they've been roughing the kicker, so did a good job of not hitting him. Ball at the 50-yard line, first down and 10 Rams, 6:46 remaining here in the third quarter. The Rams up now 20-16. Regan back to throw again. Regan looking for a man and just floated it. And Jameer Christian trying to make the adjustments. Could not quite get it. He was open again, and ball just kind of floated a little bit. Jameer could not quite get the read on it. Bring up second down and 10.
It looked like the wind might have pushed that one a little bit towards the Rams sideline.
As I said, it's kind of floated in that wind. Because now you're going against the wind here.
Yeah, they should be looking for more of the quick strike slants.
Yeah, that put him in business the last drive. Absolutely agree. Second down and 10. And this is a little fumbled. Cannot get the handoff cleanly. Bellefonte jumps on it. Richland made another mistake. Joe McEnany could not handle the handoff. Comes out of his hands, and Bellefonte in business now as they have the ball at the 44-yard line of Richland. And we have Jake Regan limping off the field big time. Hobbling on that right foot, so not a good sign for the Richland Rams as Jake Regan looks really shaken up.
He is almost acting like he's getting a cramp.
Yeah, he's laying down. It looks like
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Kind of
trainer's just going to stretch him out.
Yep. But a big mistake by the Richland Rams. The third turnover on the game for them. And Bellefonte has it in Richland territory. 6:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Richland is leading 20-16, but Bellefonte off of the fumble has a good chance to reclaim all that momentum. Park back to throw. Heavy rush. Park throws it over the middle. Has a man wide open, and he has him. As Ashton Howell, it is a touchdown for Bellefonte. A 44-yard pass to Ashton Howell. And Bellefonte retakes the lead.
They haven't thrown the ball downfield all game, and when they do, it's an absolute perfect ball right into the hands of Ashton Howell.
Yeah,
Ashton
right
Howell,
on the
great
money.
route, great catch. It almost makes you think, why haven't they done that prior in the game if that's what it looked like? Those short little passes worked a couple times, but other than that, Jameer almost picked that one off. Makes you think, why haven't they done that all game?
All right, William Oskin on the attempt the extra point. Kick is up. It's low, but it is good. So Bellefonte retakes the lead now at 23-20 with 6:28 remaining here in the third quarter. This is all off of the fumble by the Richland Rams after a poor punt by Bellefonte. Rams had it at the 50-yard line, and really it was just a little jet sweep, and could not handle the handoff. Joe McEnany lost control of the football. Bellefonte able to get it at the 44-yard line. And the first play goes for a touchdown.
Yeah, you can't have that after a fumble. You got to do your best to extinguish that momentum. We've said momentum's the name of the game all year long.
Ashton Roberts did a heck of a job. He got through and was almost to the quarterback when he got it off. It was about a second late.
I was going to say, it looked like the quarterback almost threw that one off his back foot. Still a really good ball, though.
Oh, so what I was saying about that punt being a dangerous play, not a lot of people know this. It almost bounced back across the original line of scrimmage. Bellefonte can actually pick that up and run it.
Oh, wow.
If the punt at any time, blocked, or if it bounces back.
All right. Austin coming out to kick it off to the Richland Rams after their 44-yard touchdown pass put them back in the lead at 23-20. Back deep for the Rams are McEnany and McGarwa. But Oskin's been kind of just hitting this one low. It worked the last time. And picked up this time by the Richland Rams. And returned out over the 35-yard line. Taken down at about the 37 is Jameer Christian. So first down and 10 for the Richland Rams. Again, just a game of mistakes so far. And I believe it's Grayson. No, it is Jake Regan back out at quarterback. He came off with a cramp after the fumble, but he's back out on the field with Nala.
I'd like to see them go to Nate Pugh down the middle.
Yep. Give him a different look.
Yeah, there's no safety in the middle of the field. That would be wide open right now, Sponge.
All right, first down and 10. This is McEnany. Tries that left side and gets taken down after about a gain of a yard. Second down and about 9.
Why are you yelling so much?
Fans have a little fun with each other.
The refs are not listening!
5:50 remaining here in the third quarter. Good ball game. Bellefonte leading 23-20. Second down and 9 for the Richland Rams. Jake Regan rolls out. Looking down the field. And intercepted. What a play by number 2. That was Gavin Dufour. He made a great interception. So now Richland just compounding their mistakes. And Bellefonte has the ball at the Richland 36-yard line, looking to add to their lead.
I didn't even see that one get picked off. I thought that got through and just skipped it on Maguire's feet.
Yeah, he put his hand out.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play. The kid reached back with his one hand.
Yeah, one-handed catch, and he picks it off. So Richland needs to come up big here now on defense. Gave a 44-yard pass the last time. But Bellefonte with all the momentum now.
Yeah, watching it back, that was a really good play by the linebacker.
All right, Park will go into the shotgun. 2 guys go in motion.
It's not a foul till they snap it.
I'm not sure what the call is going to be here.
They might have called. Did they call timeout? Delay a game.
Delay a game. Yeah, delay a game on.
Yeah. So
Bellefonte.
what caused that is the 2 guys in motion. If they stop and reset, then there's no foul. But by the time they did that, they ran out of play clock.
All right, so first down and 15. Ball comes back to the 41-yard line.
How long do they have to reset for, like a second?
1 second. Yep.
Clock down to 5:33 here in the third quarter. Bellefonte with all of the momentum, up by 3. Got the interception. Now first down and 15 for Bellefonte. As Park fakes that little, again, this time Richland into the backfield. Brody Hollis, Joe McEnany.
Chase Tresnicki, I believe,
Chase Tresnicki
all
as
in on
well. Another loss on the play. So this is what Richland needed to do off the turnover, was come back and stop Bellefonte. And they pushed him back another couple yards back to the 44-yard line. So second down and I think 19.
Even though Bellefonte had that long touchdown on the last drive, this is where they're most uncomfortable when they're in second and long, third and long situations where they have to throw the ball to gain a lot of yards.
Park back into the shotgun. Park back to throw. Park over the middle. Threw it a little high. And coverage was Jameer Christian. Knocked it away from Jackson Long. They'll bring up third down and 19. So this is big for the Richland Rams here.
Yeah, I know they hit the long one last series, but I think Bellefonte's starting to put the ball more in the air than they want to, out of necessity. So we're gonna.
All right, Jameer was tying his shoe, got it tied in time before, so he can set himself. Third down and 19 now. And again, this is just a quarterback keeper up the middle. Makes the business some tackles. And is able to pick up a first down on 3rd down and 19. They allow Quinn Park to just take it and pick up a first down. So Richland, who had some momentum of their own on defense, gives up a 20-yard run.
Yeah, as soon as it looked like Bellefonte's offense was starting to, slow down, the run was starting to slow down, they were starting to go to the air more. They just hit you with that run right up the middle. That went for huge yards, reset the chains, and now the momentum's all in Bellefonte's favor yet again.
Bunch of missed tackles by the Richland Rams could not take Quinn Park down. He kept his feet and picked up 20.
You got to give it to him, though. He made a lot of guys miss.
Sure.
Took a couple guys to get past the marker to reset the chains.
All 25-yard line now of Richland. Park keeps it himself again, up the middle again, and Richland does a good job there of stopping after maybe 2 or 3 yards. He's such a big
Brody
body,
Hollis on the play.
forward. So Hollis holds him to maybe where did they spot this? At the
yard.
24, maybe a yard.
Yeah, he got up by the ankles, and it's a good thing. I think if he doesn't, he's getting another chunk of yards there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'd like to see the numbers on Quinn Park because he has got a lot of yards. He started the game with a 61-yard touchdown run. Just added another 20-yarder on 3rd down and 19. 2nd down and 9 now for the Red Raiders.
Sweep.
Yep. Ashton Howell out to the left side. Turns the corner. Gets taken down shy of the 15.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, 3rd down and about 1.
Around the left side. Forced out of bounds by number 0, Nate Pugh.
So Nate Pugh will get credit for the tackle. Definitely in field goal territory, though, if you are Bellefonte. 3-point game at 23-20. Red Raiders leading. And they were at the Richland.
Let's see.
16-yard line.
I'd have to think even if they don't get it on 3rd down here, they're just going to go right back out and run it right up the middle.
Yep, Quinn Park. Back into the shotgun. 3rd down and 1. Park off to that right side. Just going to be taken down by the jersey.
I think that might have been a legal motion.
Yeah,
they were calling it. Now, can they decline that?
Yes.
They can decline that.
Richland can decline this. It's going to be a loss on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down. So big play by Joe McInerney. He grabbed the shirt of Quinn Park and took him down. And I think the original call is going to be on Bellefonte. But they're going to mark it off, so I think they're asking Coach what he wants to do here. Yeah, Coach is going to decline it.
Yeah, it was a legal shift. Yep,
and it's going to bring up 4th down. So interesting call here now by Bellefonte. It was 3rd and 1. They lost probably. Well, they're back to the 20, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that spot. I thought he was back a little further.
I thought he was too. He spun him down closer to the 25-yard line, I thought. They're going to mark us at the 20, so it's going to bring up 4th down and 5. As Park will go over to the sideline and have a little discussion.
I kind of thought this was going to be the situation where they'd send out the field goal unit, try and hit a chip shot.
It'll be a 37-yarder, though. If they kick it from here, it's 37 yards.
They may have to burn a timeout because this is only a 25-second play clock, not a 40, and they took a lot of time over there.
So taking a lot of time on the sideline.
Keep your eye over on the back. There's 10 seconds
10
right
seconds.
now.
Yeah, they're going to have to burn a timeout, I'd imagine.
Yep.
Otherwise, they'll lose another 5 yards, but they're going to get and call a timeout, I would believe.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep, timeout to Bellefonte. We'll go ahead and run down our sponsors list again. Thank you once more to Grayson Lawn Care, Mahalco's, Market Basket, RNDT, Flair of Country, Vantage Physical Therapy, Slovenian Savings and Loan, State Senator Wayne Langerholtz, RPM Signs, Laurel Auto Group, the Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Moore Family Dentistry, Next Gen Amusements, Johnstown Insider, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Erie Insurance, FWF Insurance, The Willow, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Chansun Shang Medical Center, Cardellino Eye Care, Best Window and Door Company, Beauty Lawn, Beeline Express Trucking, DB Homes, Ashboro Landscape and Curbing, Advantage Auto Service, Advanced Office Systems, Able Pest Control, First Team Advertising, and First Summit Bank. So big 4th down and 5 coming up. Bellefonte, though, was able to convert a 3rd down and 19 earlier in this drive, so we'll see what they come out with. I imagine it's going to be either Quinn Park or Ashton Howell. You can bet on it. Either number 7 or number 6 is going to have the football in their hands.
It's going to be that
Howell
sweep.
Motion on his, nope. Thrown out to the right side. Man, there, caught by Howell, but taken out.
Short.
I think he's short of the 1st down. Have to get to the 15, did not make it, so Richland holds true, and Richland will take over on downs. Big stop by the Richland Rams after the interception.
Arnold McGarrett made that play.
Yep, so Arnold McGarrett coming up big on defense.
I think it's time for Arnold to make a big offense play here.
Yeah, it's just time for Richland really just to get back on the board. I mean, they've turned over the football twice so far in this half. Actually, three times in his half. I forgot about the Joe McEnany fumble. I just thought about it now. Yeah, 3 times in this half they turned over the football. Trail by 3 with 2:17 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Just need to get something going offensively. As Jake Regan will go into the shotgun. Maybe still dealing with some cramps as well. This one is an inside handoff. Fumble on the ground again. It is the 4th turnover of this half by the Richland Rams. Joe McEnany, for the 2nd time in this half, has lost control of the football. And now Bellefonte right back with it at the Richland, 27-yard line.
What we've seen so far in this half is not the team that Richland is whatsoever.
No, it's just a mistake after mistake after mistake. And still, they're only down 3 points. They've turned over the football 5 times in this game, 4 in this half alone.
Bellefonte has to do a better job at capitalizing on these opportunities because eventually the Rams aren't going to keep making mistakes.
All right, Quinn Park back to throw. Quinn Park is going to heave this one to the right side. Ball
That's
floating.
overthrown. Yep.
And that's just going to fall in the end zone incomplete.
Pretty good pressure by the Rams defensive line there. It looks like the pocket was collapsing. Maybe he just had to get that one up.
Yeah, it was a wobbling duck that he threw up there, too. 2nd down and 10. And again, Park on the sideline and getting the play. Has to trot back on the field now.
That was almost the same exact play call, the last the long touchdown pass after the fumble that they hit.
All right, 2nd down and 10 now. Ashton Howell in motion. This is Park out to the right side. Park tries to turn the corner and gets hit hard. And that's going to be basically no gain, maybe a yard to the 26. They'll bring up 3rd down and long.
I thought it looked like Chase Tresnicki got held a little bit there. He had a beat on Park to the sideline, but got grabbed.
Yeah, you and the whole crowd, Dawn, were yelling hold.
Oh, I didn't hear the crowd, but no, it looked like Chase Tresnicki had a beat on him to the sideline, and the offensive lineman just grabbed his shoulder pads and yanked him back a little bit.
So it's actually maybe
it must have been pretty obvious because I heard a lot of crowd saying hold.
So it was actually no gain on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Ball still spotted at the 27-yard line. And again, they run a play in from the sideline. That's number 5. I think it's going to be in a quarterback. This is going to be Alton Howell. It is Alton Howell in the Wildcat. 3rd down and 10. Alton Howell back to throw. Alton Howell getting some pressure up the middle. Alton Howell goes down. Sacked by the Richland Rams. Bring up 4th down. So Richland Ram defense coming up big. It's the offense that is sputtering with 4 turnovers in this half alone. And we are at 53 seconds and counting here in the 3rd quarter.
I just watched that play back where everyone was yelling hold, and it was pretty blatant. It was a pretty blatant hold, and it definitely affected the outcome of the play. That would have been a TFL for sure.
So the ball all the way back to the 33-yard line. 4th down and 15 upcoming.
I don't see Park on the sideline. Did he go down, or is he just out for a couple plays?
Yeah, it's Alton Howell in at quarterback. Yep, Alton Howell. Alton Howell Back to throw. Halligan has to throw it away. And it is complete on that sideline, but they'll turn over the ball on down. So Richland defense again hands the ball back to the Richland offense, but the Richland offense has not been able to secure the football.
And that's 2 big stops in a row on defense
huge.
on a short field.
On a very short field, absolutely. Richland only down 3 points with 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter, but they have shown no propensity to hold this football so far. Turning over the ball once on a kickoff.
I don't think Quinn Park is out on defense either.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he went off the sideline with an injury.
Maybe hurt himself, but 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles by the Richland offense puts us in this spot right now. Richland has the football 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. This is going to be a keeper by Jake Regan, as Jake Regan gets to about the 34-yard line. So not a bad pickup on 1st down. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Richland trailing 23-20 after a turnover-ridden third quarter by the Richland Rams.
And while we're at a break, we'd like to thank our sponsors: First Summit Bank, First Team Advertising, Able Pest Control, Advanced Office Systems, Advantage Auto Service, Aspro Landscape and Curbing, DB Homes, Beeline Express Trucking, Beauty Lawn, Best Window and Door Company, Cardolino Eye Care, Chan Soon Shong Medical Center, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino DMD, The Willow, FWF Insurance, Erie Insurance, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Johnstown Insider, Next Gen Amusements, More Dentistry, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Laurel Auto Group, RPM Signs, State Senator Wayne Langerholt, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Vantage Physical Therapy, Flair of Country, R&DT, Market Basket, Mahalco's, and Grayson Lawn Care.
Well, I thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors, and thank you to the Richland football boosters. And now we need the Richland Rams offense to respond here and pick up. The defense is just picking them up here in the second half. But 4 turnovers here by the Richland Rams alone in the third quarter, 5 for the game.
But it's interesting, Ed. The team that's had the win has won every quarter.
That's a good point there. With the win now, 2nd down and 6 for the Richland Rams. Quick throw to the right side. Arnold McGarrett reaches out, has the catch. Able to fall forward. Going to bring up 3rd down and short. 3rd down and about 1.
Even with the win tonight, it just seems like Jake's just off a little bit.
Yeah.
Like even that throw, Arnold had to turn around for it.
Yeah, Arnold did a great job, though. Really got the arms outstretched, able to pull that in and make it 3rd down and 1. No, they gave him a 1st down. He has the 1st down, so 1st down for the Richland Rams. I thought it was just a yard short.
I'd have to imagine that not practicing in the cold all week has had something to do with it, and then all of a sudden today it was just super chilly for some reason. I'd have to imagine that probably messed with Jake's hands a little bit, but I'd have to imagine that by the 4th quarter he'd be adjusted to it more than he was in the 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's definitely changed.
Just got to hold on to the football now. 1st down and 10 for the Richland Rams, trailing 23-20. Early 4th quarter as Jake Regan rolls out, throwing right, and again just over the hands of Arnold McGarrett, had him open, and just couldn't quite put that into the 2. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Yeah, the passes are, everything, the guys are wide open. And that's just a matter of Jake finding that touch. Arnold McGarrett wide open on the sideline.
Yeah, that would have been good for a 1st down and more for sure.
And they got to get to about the 49-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Mallett in the backfield with Jake Regan. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll put Jackson Feitel in motion to the right. Setting up a screenplay over the hands, looking for Grayson Malla. And again, that will fall incomplete. Bring up 3rd down and 10.
And that play's there, and he overthrows him by 5 yards.
Yep, and Grayson Malla had some ground out in front and some blockers out in front.
Yeah, that was a good play call, too.
Yeah, set up well, and the ball just floating on Jake. But Richland's got to get an answer. They're down 23-20. And now the clock, in Bellefonte's favor. 11:08 remaining here in the third quarter. 3rd down and 10 for the Richland Rams. Grayson Mallett to the left of Regan. Regan looking long, looking for Arnold, and he just overthrew him, had him open again by about 2 or 3 strides. Arnold broke and just could not quite catch up with it.
Did Arnold break stride a little bit there?
Yeah, it looked like he stutter stepped a little bit on the
little
sideline. I think that would have been a perfect ball, led him perfectly, but it looked like he
almost looked
hesitated on the
surprised
sideline.
when the ball was up in the air and then he took off. If he would have just went with his route, he'd been for 6.
Well, that's a 4th down and 10, and Richland going to punt it away. So Bellefonte gets the ball the traditional way to stop him on downs. Regan on to punt it away. It's a good long punt. Jackson Long fields it about the 20-yard line, sprints out to the right over the 35-yard line, out of bounds as he crossed the 40, and there's a flag on the play.
Flag coming in.
Block in the back.
Yeah.
And I was glad to see that official got up. That official got taken out on the sideline. That's going to be on number 14 for a block in the back.
So that would be Nash Weaver, who is going to get the flag and push this back. So it was a good return by Jackson Long, but going to come back a little bit.
Oh, they're calling a blindside.
Yeah, blindside hit. That's 15 yards.
That's 15 yards.
So that's a big play. That pushes Bellefonte back. See if the Richland Ram defense can come up once again, but the Richland offense just not doing a whole lot. They have 1 score in this half.
Yeah, it all starts with the quarterback, and when the quarterback can't distribute the ball to his playmakers, then there's really no source of offense there.
But remember, the Richland Rams, though, have turned over the football 4 times in the third quarter, and that was on a couple of handoffs that were just dropped, or, just not handled. So, and it is still number 5, Alton Howell, in at quarterback. Alton Howell going to keep it himself. And this might be a big...
Yeah, this is going to help Richland.
This is a huge break for the Richland Rams as Quinn Clark was just eating up the Richland Rams. Now you put a 5'7" Ashton Howell back there, and so far the Richland Rams doing a good job against him at quarterback.
Like we've mentioned, Bellefonte has some pretty big boys
They do. They got
up
some-
front, so it's going to be hard for him to see over. Maybe those routes across the middle of the field aren't going to work as well anymore.
Yep.
Obviously, they take away Quinn Park's ability to scramble too.
All right, so Alton Howell, in at quarterback. Alton Howell, little high snap, able to handle it, goes forward, gets hit, goes forward again, gets to about the 30-yard line. He is hit hard. But it'll bring up 3rd down and about 6.
Actually, I think Nepper hit Pugh harder there than he hit the runner.
Brings up a 3rd and 6.
All right, big 3rd down and 6 upcoming for Bellefonte. Richland can get the football again here if they stop them here on the punt. But 9:44 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Richland looking for that go-ahead score. They got to stop Bellefonte first. 3rd down and 6. As Alton Howell will go in the shotgun. Richland stacking that box. And Richland coming. Alton Howell hesitates. Alton Howell.
That's Brody Hollis.
Brody Hollis puts him down. So a big stop once again. Richland Ram defense doing their job. It is the Richland offense that has got to get going. They got to find some sort of spark. Punt team comes on, and Joe McEnany was in almost on the last punt to block it. So again, great play by the Richland Ram defense. Jameer Christian back deep for the Richland Rams.
And now he's kicking into the wind. So
Yep, kicking into the wind.
I think we're going to get this ball at least by midfield.
And the kick is away. It's a low kick. It's going to take a good bounce. Good Bellefonte bounce inside, right around the 40-yard line, I believe, is where they're going to place it. So good field position by the Richland Rams. Good low punt by Bellefonte, which took a good bounce. But Richland has it at their own 40-yard line with 8:42 remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Offense has been such a struggle in the second half for the Rams. We know all the turnovers that they had, and then when they have to resort to the pass game, they can't complete a pass. So it's kind of like they're stuck. They can't throw the ball for completions. They can't run the ball without turning it over.
Hasn't been anything that's quite working yet, and so it's hard to go to something that really hasn't been working. I agree, Dom. It's just they're kind of in a situation here. They got to break out of it and take the lead again in this game.
Number 14 on the left-hand side does not look like he's going to rush. It looks like they're maybe never mind. He's going back into coverage now.
All right, Jake Regan, first down and 10. Throws it quickly, has a man. On that left, that is, I believe, Jackson Fitel, who has the catch. And
that's the kind of pass he's got to complete, maybe get his confidence back.
That's what I'm saying. That's the passes I like. This was quick, short passes. They picked up, 8 yards, so you get a second down and 8, or a second down and 2 now, just on a little short pass to Jackson Fitel.
Yeah, as a quarterback, you definitely need to have a short memory of the last drive, especially when it was a bad one. Just forget everything that happened. Go out there and play the ball that you know how to play.
All right, second down and 2. They'll put Jackson Fitel in motion. Fake it to him as Jake Regan picks his way through the middle, and Jake Regan has enough for a first down. Good job by Jake. Gets into Bellefonte territory at about the 42-yard line. First down and 10.
I like that play call. Just let him be an athlete. We saw him scramble for the touchdown earlier. He's got great legs, can make people miss, can get skinny when he needs to. I think that they should just continue to let him be an athlete.
That's not good. Ashton Roberts got shook up on the last play. He just walked off the field and sat in the bench.
All right, so something you have to watch. Oh, yeah, looking at Tracy Kinay is taking a look at Ashton Roberts. First down and 10 for the Richland Rams to the Bellefonte 42-yard line, trailing 23-20. Back to throw goes Jake Regan, rolls out to his right. Slings it, has a man, but couldn't hold on as Jameer Christian. And that's something you don't see often. Jameer just not quite getting a handle. It was a good throw. And just could not quite haul it in. And just everything kind of going wrong for the Richland Rams here tonight.
I got news for Richland. It's not going to get any warmer, so they better get used to this cold weather.
Yep. Number 20 now for the Richland Rams checking in. That is Chase Lohr.
That's exactly what can't happen. When your quarterback throws a perfect ball, it's dropped, and when your receiver gets wide open and is looking for yards upfield, quarterback just misses it. That's just something I haven't been on the same page too much this game, but hopefully they can dial that in. They'll walk down and score.
Richland's very fortunate. They're only down 3 points after all of this and all the mistakes. Still in this ball game. Jet sweep for Jameer Christian on the right side. Jameer cuts it back to the middle, and he'll get so about looks like the 37-yard line. Bring up third down. So third down and about 5 upcoming.
Grayson Malla hasn't checked into the game on offense for a while. I'm kind of wondering why. He's had a couple of good runs this game, and I think he has 2 touchdowns.
He does. He has 2 touchdowns on the game. Empty backfield here for Regan, 3rd and 5, and just a jump by the president to throw the flag.
I thought they got in the neutral zone there.
They so did, but they did not call it. Right, 3rd down and 5. Regan, quick throw. Jameer Christian makes a move. Jameer Christian to the 30, the 25, the 20, pushed out of bounds. Great individual play by Jameer Christian. With a flag on the play, a late hit maybe.
Yep.
Which would be an attack on another 15. Great job by Jameer Christian. That's what you got to do, Don. We talk about get to the hands of your playmakers. Quick throw, which was behind the sticks.
And that's a good call because I was waiting for to call it, and one down the field called it. He was definitely out of bounds.
So it's dead ball, yep. Late hit, there you go. So it's going to be 15 yards tacked onto that. And this is going to put Richland into a 1st and goal, I believe.
Where are they at right now? The 17, it's going to go to the
it'll be maybe half
9,
the distance.
8.5.
Yep, so it'll be a first down and goal. And Richland obviously in field goal range as well. So if worse comes to worse, Mitchell Timsick, you can put him on the field and get this game tied. But Richland, I know, Richland's looking for 7. Oh, I know, Sponge. Richland definitely looking for 7. And now Grayson Malla is back into the game. And this will be Grayson Malla straight ahead. Grayson Malla pushes his way to about the 6-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
They're in their hurry up.
Yep, going NASCAR, trying to keep Bellefonte tired. Quick throw. Jameer Christian makes a move. Jameer Christian working for that end zone. He's in. Jameer Christian has a Richland Rams touchdown. 6-yard strike from Jake Regan, and Jameer Christian puts the Richland Rams back ahead in this ball game with 6:13 remaining in the fourth quarter.
This is a crucial extra point. He needs to make this and make it a touchdown for Bellefonte to be back in this game.
So after all that went wrong in the third quarter with the offense, Richland finds themselves back in the lead.
This point's big here.
Yep, Mitchell Timsick on to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it's going to be good. So Mitchell Timsick does his job, and the Rams go up 27-23 with 6:13 remaining in the fourth quarter. And the big thing for the Bellefonte Red Raiders is they don't seem to have their quarterback, Quinn Park. He hasn't been out there for the last two drives. They've had to turn to number 5, Alton Howell. And the Richland Ram defense has just feasted on Alton Howell. So we'll see maybe if Quinn Park is healthy now. We're going to see what happens as they come out of the out for the kickoff. But what can you say about the Richland Rams? All these mistakes, all these turnovers, and they're leading in this game now 27-23.
Good job to finally capitalize on Bellefonte not being able to move the ball on offense. Good job getting the ball to your playmakers in space. And a great second effort from Jameer Christian to fight for that touchdown.
Yeah, give credit to the Richland defense.
Yeah, they held multiple times with a short field.
Yeah, and that's even with Quinn Park at quarterback when all that was happening.
Yeah.
And Richland was stopping them all of a sudden. They gave him one big pass play. It was a 44-yard pass they gave up to Ashton Howell to put them up in the lead at 23-20. And then, Richland Rams defense just really held true. They were able to stop Bellefonte on every drive since then, and finally got to capitalize on offense. But it was those quick passes from Jake Regan now, just those quick hitters that started moving the football for the Richland Rams. And great individual moves by Jameer Christian.
Not a good look for the Rams. Ashton Roberts has a jacket on the sideline. He's just sitting on the bench. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
I think it's something that he's not going to come back in the game for.
Yeah.
That's a big blow for the Rams.
Yeah, hate to see number 52 go down. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Wow, something happened here. Dead ball. I don't know if it was unsportsmanlike or personal foul, but Richland's kicking off from the 45.
Oh, yeah. Picking up from the 45 of Bellefonte. So I wonder if Bellefonte got a little upset or whatever happened and took a penalty.
Yep. I would almost onside kick this.
Yeah, it would not be a bad play whatsoever. All right, Mitchell Timsick kicking it off. Ball and long or deep for the Red Raiders. And the kick is away. They're going to kick it long. And this will go into the end zone, so it will be a touchback. And the Rams defense coming back in the field. Now Richland Rams have a lot of momentum as they come back onto the field. We'll see who's if Quinn Park is going to be able to go back at quarterback or not. They've really sputtered since Alton Howell has come in.
Start their drive at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go defense!
That is Alton Howell still in at quarterback, I believe. Yep, Alton Howell still
No, I think that's
going to shotgun.
I think they're running Wildcat
Or is
here.
that Ashton Howell?
I think that's Ashton Howell.
So Ashton Howell, number 6, going to go Wildcat, going to try something different, and that gets plugged up the middle. This takes just everything away that Bellefonte wanted to do when you lose Quinn Park. And like you said, that was quarterback number 3. So really, this is quarterback number 5 and 6 now, or 4 and 5, I should say, have come into this game. First it was Alton Howell, and now it's Ashton Howell, just kind of running some Wildcat.
And that's a big takeaway for Bellefonte at the receiver position. Ashton Howell did a great job on jet sweeps. He had that long touchdown, and now that takes him out of the slot and puts him in the backfield.
Yeah, it's been their offense. Park and Ashton Howell have been their offense. Clock at 5:38 and counting here in the fourth quarter. High snap. Howell has to run out to the right side, taken out of bounds. It's going to be a loss on the play. I don't think got back to the line of scrimmage at all.
Grayson Malla on that play.
So Grayson Malla has 2 touchdowns in this game so far. Big play there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 12.
I know Richland's just going all after the run here. Just be careful you don't get burnt deep.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much experience, though, Ashton Howell we have at throwing the football.
And that's why it'd be such a surprise.
Yep, for sure. He's got to throw a good pass, though. And
into the wind. I'm telling you guys, that wind is a big deal.
And their best receiver would be the one throwing the ball.
All right, 3rd down and 13. Quick throw. Has a man. Makes a move. Gets taken down short of the first down. Exactly what the Richland Rams wanted. And Bellefonte going to have to punt.
Sponge, you know what that reminded me of? A little lefty swing pass. That looks like Tyler Warren from his Penn State days.
Yeah, I was surprised to see the left-handed.
I thought Slobberknocker was coming out.
Yeah, 4:46 remaining in the fourth quarter.
He wasn't hit hard enough.
Nobody back deep for the Richland Rams. They're just going to let this punt go. And there's the punts away. And it's a decent punt. Takes a good bounce again for Bellefonte. It'll be down to about the 49-yard line of Richland. So Richland takes over, 1st down and 10. Excellent field position. They have 4:36 on the clock, and they lead by 4. So Richland up 27-23.
We need a dagger here. Did they go for it right away?
You know, I think Richland just wants to almost maintain possession. I think just get some first downs, move that football.
I'd like to see a similar attack with the short passes. And
I would too. I just don't want to take any chance of them turning the football over. They've already done it 4 times in the 3rd quarter. Certainly don't need any more of that. Do with what's working. Quick pass out. This is Jameer Christian again. Jameer Christian makes another great move. Jameer Christian gets taken down after about a 9-yard gain.
That was the nicest tackle ever. Very nice tackle, number 12.
Not sure what the defensive strategy was there. The Rams just hit 2 quick little passes like that for a touchdown and huge yards, and then you're just not going to guard it again. I'm sure Coach Bailey would be happy with running that play the whole way down the field into the end zone.
Timeout.
Yep, Bellefonte's calling a timeout. It was an 8-yard gain, so 2nd down and 2 are going to be upcoming for the Richland Rams.
All right, again, we'd like to thank our 2025 sponsors, First Summit Bank, First Team Advertising, Able Pest Control, Advanced Office Systems, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape and Curbing, DB Homes, Beeline Express Trucking, Beauty Lawn, Best Window and Door Company, Cardolino Eye Care, Chan Soon Shung Medical Center, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, The Willow, FWF Insurance, Erie Insurance, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Johnstown Insider, Next Gen Amusements, More Dentistry, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Precious Metals and Diamonds, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Laurel Auto Group, RPM Signs, State Senator Wayne Langerholt, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Vantage Physical Therapy, Flair of Country, RNDT, Market Basket, Mahelco's, and Grayson Lawn Care.
Excellent. Thanks, Brian, and thanks to all our sponsors. 2nd down and 8 as they come out of the timeout by Bellefonte. And we're going to go a little wildcat here, I think, with Grayson Malla on a 2nd down and 2 with 4:25 on the clock in the 4th quarter. Richland leading 27-23 in what has been a game plagued with a lot of turnovers and a lot of mistakes, but Richland in the lead. Grayson Malla going to keep it himself. Has enough for the 1st down and more as he breaks up the middle. Grayson Malla over the 30-yard line before he's taken down at about the 27.
I would just keep him in at running back. He's running the ball like a madman this game.
But I would let this play clock run down too. You don't. I mean, you have the clock in your favor. You don't need to rush anything. You have the ball at the 27-yard line of Bellefonte. You're up by 4, and they are taking their time as Malla looks to the sideline for the play call. Arna Magera on the left with Jameer Christian. 2 wide receivers to the right. Empty backfield here for Grayson Malla. They'll put Jameer Christian in motion. Fake it to him as Malla tries to go up the middle, and he's taken down for no gain. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Pre-snap, I saw Grayson pointing towards the linebackers on the right side of the defensive line. I was wondering if he didn't like the matchup over there because it was very overloaded. There was about 8 guys in the box for Richland's 5 offensive linemen. That would have been a tough task. And even if he did break through, there would have been a couple linebackers waiting for him as soon as he passed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but you're eating the clock on the run, and we're already down close to 3 minutes remaining
And definitely now that the Rams are moving the ball more, they're not as worried about getting too many yards on first down.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Jake Regan now back in at quarterback. Jake Regan does a whistle on the play.
Timeout, Richland.
Timeout, Richland. So Coach Bailey didn't like something he saw. He'll call it timeout. There's going to be another quick throw, it looked like, out to that left side again. But Coach called timeout. This is one heck of a football game, I can tell you that. I never would have thought that after all the mistakes by the Richland Rams that they'd be leading at this stage. But they do, 27-23. They've overcome a lot of stuff in this game, and now here they are with the lead.
Yeah, they're very fortunate that Bellefonte hasn't capitalized on all the turnovers and that Quinn Park went out of the game. Such a huge loss for Bellefonte so far.
One timeout left for, no, the 2 timeouts left for Bellefonte, 2 now for Richland.
I think Bellefonte only has 1.
I think they just put 2 back on the board for them. I thought the same thing. They had 1 on the board.
Yeah.
They just reset it to 2.
Because they took the 1 timeout to save the delay of game.
Yes.
That was early in the 3rd quarter.
Yes.
And I thought they took another one here in the 4th.
Yeah, they just took one, I
thought
think.
they did too. I thought they were down to 1.
I
and it
think
was on
they
the
only
board.
have 1 left.
Yeah, I think they only got 1 left.
They had it at 1 and they put it back to 2 just as I looked.
Well, that's when Brian ran down the sponsors, right? During Bellefonte's timeout.
All right, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10, 2:53 on the clock. Richland at the Bellefonte 27-yard line, leading 27-23. Jake Regan back into the shotgun, empty backfield. Jake Regan looking for the hitch and go. Has Arnold McGarrett. He has it in his chest, but he's going to be short of the goal line. Stepped out of bounds at the 5. So they've been looking for that all game. Finally found it. And Arnold McGarrett out of bounds at the 5. 1st down and goal for the Richland Rams.
Who's ever in charge of the lights was premature. It wasn't a touchdown.
Yeah, it was a little, I think we were all getting excited, but they did step out of bounds. And now Grace and Mal are going to check back into the game. 1st and goal from the 5. As Jake Regan, I think, will now go out to the wide receiver. No, he'll go out to wide receiver position. Grayson Mal in a quarterback.
We might be looking at a Grayson hat trick here.
Well, this is just going to be everything on the ground. I wouldn't think Richland is even going to attempt to put this one in the air. And this is Grayson Malla, picks his way over the left side. Grayson Malla still on his feet. We'll get to about the 3-yard line. Pickup of 2, 2nd down and goal.
I would do that a couple more times.
I would too. I wouldn't do anything different. Clock is on your side with 2:33 and counting here in the 4th quarter. And this is just one of those wins you can chalk up to adversity, overcoming everything, and somehow finding a way to win. And it just holds true. That's exactly what the Richland Rams would have done. Still too early to call as we're approaching the 2-minute mark. 2nd down and goal from the 3. Regan going to keep himself. Regan has the touchdown. Jake Regan is in for a Richland Rams touchdown. 3 yards out. And that one will basically put this game to bed as Jake Regan finds the end zone from 3 yards out, uses his feet. That's his 2nd touchdown run of the game as well.
Now that we feel comfortable, we need to start talking about who gets the chain.
Grayson or Jake, in my
that was
opinion.
a bad snap, and Mitchell Timpson kicked it right into the ground. It was a bad snap. So the extra point, no good, but Richland Rams go up 33-23 now with only 1:58 remaining in the game. Yeah, as far as that goes, we have Mallow with 2 touchdowns. We have Jake Regan with 2 touchdowns.
Now that you say that, Ed, that bad snap, that's because Ashton Roberts, I think, is the long snapper, and he's down.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, very, very different. I mean, Grayson's had a really good game.
Yeah.
Defensively, offensively.
Yeah, I think Grayson, I was going to say defensively and offensively, he had to have close to 50 yards in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I'm going to go Grayson Mallow on this one.
Not to mention, he could have easily had a hat trick there if they just stuck with him at quarterback. I have no doubt that he would have been able to get into more tries.
There's no question. But Jake Regan has his second touchdown run of the game. But the Rams finally are able to pretty much salt this one away with 1:58 remaining, a 10-point lead. And again, the big turn came, though, with the Richland Ram defense coming alive here in the second half. And then Bellefonte losing their quarterback, Quinn Park. But that's after Richland stopped them a bunch of times. So they had Quinn Park when Richland Rams defense was coming up big.
Did you guys see any play that he went off injured? Or?
Who?
Quinn Park.
Oh, no.
No, we didn't see anything when he went out. All of a sudden, like Dom said, they have a different quarterback in. I thought maybe they just took him out for a play or two, but he has not returned defensively or offensively.
Yeah, because they did that a couple times where they took him out maybe to give him a break and put in Alton Howell, but...
Yeah, now right after he was out, he was standing all by himself away from everybody, so I think he might have been a little upset he got.
It must have been after that big third down stop for a loss of yards, because then he came out, I think it was the Joe Mack sack.
All right, little reverse here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Long has it. And it's one player to beat. He's got him beat. That's going to be a touchdown for Bellefonte off the kickoff. Jackson Long able to find pay dirt on the kickoff. Special teams. And now we're back to what could be a 3-point game.
They had him cornered on the sideline,
They had him cornered.
and
They
somehow he
reversed it back.
tiptoed
Yeah.
right around all of them.
Yeah, Richland has missed a couple of tackles in this game for sure. No bigger than that, as Richland was basically looking to salt this one away. And now we're back to a ball game.
It looked like I didn't catch the number for the Bellefonte player, but it looked like he gave maybe like a fake little lateral pass, and maybe the Rams bit on that. But other than that, there was no reason that
but the extra point is
it's no good.
It's no good. That is huge. That was a huge play. What would have been a 3-point game is now a 4-point game. 33-29. That's the second extra point that Austin has missed in this football game, and that is huge.
With 1:42 remaining in the game, Bellefonte 29, Richland 33.
I think we got it down to them to Bellefonte having one timeout, if I'm correct.
They still have it at 2 on the board.
Yeah, but I'd be willing. I'm fairly certain they only have one left.
That's kind of what I was thinking. So they only have.
And they've been
one
doing
stop to
that
the clock.
squib all night, so I'm sure it's going to be some type of squib onside kick.
Yeah, this is going to be an onside kick.
Yeah, I think coach is going to send out the hands team.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to just jump on the football. But my goodness, who would have thought Jackson Long off the reverse, like Sponge said, they had him cornered here right in front of us, and somehow able to get around everybody and just find that sideline, broke free and was gone.
My freshman year, I was on hands team, and the first game against Penn Cambria, they sent me out, and it was like the biggest moment of the game, and the kicker lined up right at me, and I was so nervous, I was so scared.
And you were saying, don't kick the ball to me,
Yep.
right?
And
You're supposed
thankfully,
to want the ball.
Thankfully, Ethan Janidlo jumped right in front of the ball and grabbed it and jumped on it. And I went up, I said, thank you so much. And he was like, I wasn't going to let you ruin this game. I was like, thanks.
Thanks. But you're supposed to want the ball.
Not as a 5'5", 110-pound freshman.
You want the ball.
That was probably one of the most stressful moments of my entire sports career.
Did you ever watch that movie, The Replacements, with Gene Hackman and Keanu
No, I don't
Reeves?
think so.
Winners want the ball, Dom. Winners want the ball.
And I want the ball in baseball.
There you go.
Just not on the mound.
I almost think on that play they thought the guy was just going to step out of bounds, and they all just stopped.
I think you're right. I think they just kind of gave up on the play, thinking he was stepping out of bounds or no big deal. And yeah, he found that sideline and was gone. So Oskin, what a big play though! Hits the upright and it does not go over. So missed extra point was huge.
I don't know that was a legal onside kick.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
You got to have clearly 5 on, or more than 6 or more than 4, on one side. That's hard when they do that.
Yeah, there's a flag down.
Okay.
I think John was on.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't seem right at all.
I'm not sure Bell.
I don't think the ball even went 10 yards, though. They're placing it at the 40. That's not even a 10-yard kick.
I'm not sure Bellefonte's sideline knew what was going on either. I looked over, and half the guys were pointing Richland's way, and half the guys were pointing Bellefonte's way.
It's Richland's football, so.
Yeah, that was kind of maybe tried to pull a fast one.
Yeah, I didn't see him right on that play. I don't think they called an illegal kick.
Yeah, I didn't even see him line up.
Or was it illegal touching? Because I don't think the ball went 10 yards.
Did he touch his shoulder?
Yeah.
First touching.
Yeah, it was an illegal touch, so it didn't even go 10 yards.
But other than that, I think they would have got it because it definitely bounced.
Yeah. But I'm with Brian, though. That something didn't seem right about that set.
I didn't even hear the whistle. Was there?
Yeah, they blew a whistle.
Okay.
All right, so we're 138.
Well, they had done that formation all night where they huddle and they run out of there and the kicker runs up. And at this time, they actually went through with it.
All right, hand off to Grayson Malla. Grayson Malla still pushing that pile. Pile's still moving.
Yeah, right now it's not so much about gaining yards. It's just holding on to that football, making sure you go down with it.
Brings up second and 6.
I think a first down or two here should put the game away.
Oh, yeah, clock at 1:15 now.
Bellefonte player down.
And Bellefonte player down, maybe just trying to not use a timeout.
This actually sets the play clock to 40 seconds. So they're going to have a 40-second play clock here. They put that in.
Yeah, just to avoid somebody going down. You can't fake an injury. Not saying that he is. I mean, maybe he is hurt, but
yeah, but they put that in so the defense doesn't get an unfair advantage of, 15 seconds because of an injury.
Yeah.
So they won't have to snap the ball. Till 35 seconds left in the game.
Looks like he's up on his own and walking off without any assistance.
Yeah.
So is he out for just a play then? He
has to.
We'll have to look to see if he hops back in after this next play.
Yeah, they shouldn't have to snap this till 35 seconds left.
All right, second down and 6 for the Richland Rams. Clock running now at 1:09 and counting. Richland up 33-29. What has been a crazy football game. But one the Richland Rams should be able to salt away here.
Nobody's on Jameer. That's all right.
Yeah.
The time is.
Yeah, clearly in the favor of the Richland Rams here.
I'm sure that's what the huddle was about. Just make sure you're not snapping it too soon.
Yeah, make sure you hold on to that football, too. You can't afford turnover. Jake Regan keeps it himself, just dives forward.
Jake Regan on the key, left line scrimmage.
Clock now at 27 seconds.
And there's the timeout.
And there's a timeout. There's going to be a third down.
Let's see if John pumps them out of timeouts.
Player who was just down for Bellefonte is back onto the field, back in the huddle.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yep.
That was, the scoreboard was wrong.
It was wrong, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
So this is Bellefonte's last timeout. Third down and 6 is going to be up.
There's like 31 seconds. They can knee the ball. The game's over.
I'm honestly a little surprised that the Rams sent someone in motion that play because a mistimed snap could have hit off a helmet.
Yeah, the way things have been going tonight, I was worried about that too, Dom.
Yeah, I thought they were just going to catch that one, go up the middle, and go down.
Yeah, you can get in victory formation, take a knee, and walk off the field.
And that's definitely what the Rams need after tonight's game. Definitely not the prettiest ball they've played all night, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but good teams find a way to win games like this.
That's exactly
Only
right.
time they go under huddle.
I was just going to say, the sign of a good team is you find a way to win a game. And Richland Rams have found a way after all the adversity, all the mistakes, all the turnovers, 4 in the third quarter alone. And somehow we're able to keep it to a 23-20 game. And then the defense really came alive in the second half.
Yeah, definitely one of the biggest positives of this game is the adversity they faced.
All right, Mala in the shotgun with 2nd down and 6. Mala fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, drives forward. Mala is very close to that first down, maybe a yard short, maybe a half a yard short.
That's the ball.
I don't think that's going to matter anyways.
Yep.
Nope. I said they could have taken it either.
Yep. And so Richland will take this football game, which is pretty amazing. 33-29 is going to be your final score as the seconds just tick off the clock, and that's it. Richland found a way to win this football game. Pretty incredible gut check time for the Richland Rams. Able to come away with a victory here against a very gutty Bellefonte Red Raider team. It's going to be a long ride back on that bus for Bellefonte.
That's a good thing tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah. And they played one heck of a football game. We got to give them tons of credit. But Richland had a lot of self-inflicted wounds in this game, but they were able to recover and somehow come away with a victory. So all of us are wrong on a score, by the way. So
no one was particularly close either.
It was not even close.
Yeah, that's definitely one that the Rams just need to clear. Watch some good film on Monday. Focus up for Bedford next week, and then get ready for that big crossover game in 2 weeks where we'll be away, correct?
Yes.
So no video for that game.
Tom, is this your song?
Yeah, I would say that. I'm a big winner.
There you go. Wow, what a crazy football game.
Winners want the ball, Dom. Winners want the ball.
You have to do me a favor. Watch that movie.
What's it called?
The Replacements.
I'm sure my dad's seen it.
You seen the movie, Brian?
Yeah.
So it's very, very good. It's all about basically what amount to the NFL going on strike and replacement players coming in.
Was it
Gene
the
Hackman,
Australian?
Yes, he
the
was
kicker.
He was a kicker.
Smoking cigarettes, kicking
on the field to kick. You have to watch it. It's a really funny movie.
I got a funny story about I Want the Ball. One time when I was 12, we were playing Ripken, and my buddy from Ligonier, it was my uncle. So it was me, my cousin, and my buddy from Ligonier. We're all really good friends. We played baseball together since we were really little. And my uncle comes out and he's like, "All right, last inning, we're tied, bottom of whatever, bases loaded, 2 outs. Who wants the ball?" And my buddy's like, "I want the ball." First pitch gives up a 300-foot home run, absolutely crushed. I think the kid bat flipped and did a celebration around third.
That's funny. I remember playing baseball. I always wanted the ball hit to me, and even softball. You want it hit to you. You want to be the one to make that play.
Yeah, I want the bat in my hand when there's a big situation. I just don't want the ball in my hand on the mound for the sake of everyone's safety. And
but you could be effectively wild.
I could be effectively wild.
What I'm saying?
I could scare all the hitters.
Yeah, Randy Johnson sometimes was effectively wild.
Unfortunately, I'm not throwing 103 though.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what was the total of turnovers we had?
I think 5, right?
We had 5 turnovers.
4 in the third quarter.
4 in the third quarter alone.
There was an interception in the first half. Yeah.
So we can run down all the scoring in this football game, which was absolutely insane. It started with Bellefonte taking the opening kickoff by choice. It was a 61-yard run on 3rd down and 1 as Park ran it for 61 yards. Richland answered with a 2-yard Grayson Mala touchdown. And then it was a 10-yard touchdown run by Grayson Mala. And then after a Richland Ram, I believe it was a interception, gave the ball to Bellefonte. It was Ashton Howell who kicked it off, who capped off that scoring drive with a 1-yard jet sweep. And then before the end of the half, William Oskin hit a 30-yard field goal to put the Rams down going into halftime. Richland Rams able to come out in the half even after a couple of mistakes. And it was a 23-yard by Jake Regan to put the Rams back up 20-16. And then a 44-yard pass to Ashton Howell put Bellefonte back up on top in this football game. And then Jameer Christian really on a great individual. A lot of moves by Jameer Christian on that
There
drive.
he goes.
We'll go ahead and head down to Sponge as we catch Coach Bailey.
I think tonight's word is adversity. You guys overcame it. You keep shooting yourself in the foot, but you.
Yeah, we created a lot of the adversity for ourselves. The kids from Bellefonte played really hard. We appreciated their coach and their efforts. That our kids, made plays when they needed to. We made some adjustments, and got out of here with 33-29 win.
It seemed like when their quarterback went out, that was a little bit of a bonus for you.
Yeah, that was adversity for them, and he's a tough kid, and he wasn't able to finish the game, and that's part of football, unfortunately. And our kids played really good defense down the stretch.
We're definitely in October. It felt October weather. It's going to be cold here out.
Yeah, it's early in your field. It's a little bit windy.
All right, good luck next week.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, but getting back to it, so Jameer Christian put the Rams back on top with a 6-yard touchdown pass from Jake Regan with a lot of individual moves by Jameer Christian on that. And then it was a 2-yard Jake Regan touchdown to put the Rams up. We thought big, 33-23, minute and a half left to go or so. And then Jake Long ends up taking a kickoff after a reverse.
Yep.
We had him cornered. I think the Richland Rams thought maybe he's just going to step out of bounds. Instead, he takes the whole way down the sideline to make this an interesting game at 33-29, and then a missed extra point set that final at 33-29. So Richland able to hold on after a lot of mistakes and come away with the victory. So after a long night, I think we're going to wrap this up pretty darn quick, boys.
It's getting colder
I
and colder
wanted to
by the
get
minute.
Grayson Mallow, but he must
we
be.
got to head down to Grayson with the chain. Grayson, a great game.
I got him if you want him.
Yeah, let's do it. Got to give Grayson his props.
Hey, adversity, buddy. Adversity.
That's what I live
You
for,
guys-
man. I love that. I love those games that it comes down to the wire, and you need to who wants it more, who's tougher, who put in the more stuff when nobody's watching. That's the type of game I live for, man.
2 touchdowns and a lot of plays on defense. That's why you're a Richland Ram player of the game.
Appreciate that. I think a lot of guys put everything they had on the line tonight. I mean, football is never a one-man sport. We all gave our best effort tonight. I was not pretty by any means, but the brotherhood we have and the will to win, I